Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Downtime in the Hangar, where we talk about all things GBO2 and tangents sometimes. Real quick though, before we get into it, next week we are going to be starting at a new time at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's 2 hours later than usual, but still on Thursdays. But anyway guys, today we got a guest. We're going to be joined by Junkyard Jack.
Hello.
And the usual crew, Gustav the 13th.
Yep.
And GamingEmblem.
I'm Emblem.
So, guys, how was your past week? But first, Junkyard Jack, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everybody know what you got going on and what you do.
I basically act like an idiot about 3 or 4 days a week and try to play games and act like I'm good. And I cook for a living. And I'm a death metal vagabond. I don't have I can't play shows and shit right now. So this is all I am for now, which is tight. And thank you for having me.
Don't like ranch.
Appreciate you accepting our offer.
And I hate ranch. Yeah, now they're saying, yeah. Ranch is awful.
I feel you there. I think eggs are nasty. Most people like eggs. And they're like, you don't like eggs? Like, no, eggs are disgusting. So I understand completely.
I'm glad I like eggs just because, I mean, hashtag diabetic things. So I can eat all the eggs I want.
I'll shove a lot of gross crap in my face, but ranch, no, not one of them.
It's just a really quick way to ruin good food.
Exactly.
See, I get the chicken bacon ranch every time I go to Subway, but I never get ranch on it.
Eh.
But I just say the chicken bacon because it's its name, right? So,
Just because people know, yeah. You probably confuse the poor, person taking the order if you just called it, I get a chicken bacon.
Like, I'm assuming there's just no other way to get it. So you have to just be like, nah, eat that shit.
I'll like a chicken bacon sandwich, please.
I'm sorry, we don't have that on the menu.
Do you mean chicken bacon ranch? No, exactly what I said.
I will say that every time I've gone to get one, they've always asked if I wanted ranch put on it. So they're probably pretty on the ball as far as like people.
Maybe there's more people that know the way, that know that you shouldn't.
Yep.
I feel slightly more invigorated by society right now. Just slight. Slight.
By the way, though, is that a stack of gunpla you have right next to you?
I don't know if I can see it in my. Yeah, there's a huge. Oh, I'm actually building one right now. I've been slacking on it. I started earlier this week. We're doing Zaku 2 FZ, aka Fritz, right now.
Nice.
And yeah, there's a huge stack back here. We got Camphor, Alex, Jim Type C, Just a Cannon, Real Grade Tall Geese, Master Grade, GM79, Victory Gundam, Haikushiki, Gundam Ground Type.
Did you say Tall Geese?
Yeah, Tall Geese Real Grade.
Real Grade? Yeah, I've got it right over here. That's what I'm putting together currently.
Nice.
I'm saving it. I'm saving this one for later.
It's still just tall. It's not. I'm working on the geese part right now. It's just its legs. It's standing over there on the floor.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to wait to do like the Real Grade and the Master Grade. Thanks for the follow. Until I'm trying to get my skills back because I hadn't done it in years till like about 2 months ago. So
Hold on.
Well, my thing.
Same here.
People judge me because I don't have any snips or anything. I just do this all with just my hands and fingers. So like, I found one piece here that has like a slight little. Oh yeah, under the arm.
Like a nub marks.
Like you see the under the arm right there. So I gotta.
Yeah.
That'll take like 10 minutes of scraping with the finger. Or I finally just got a pop. Oh shit!
That's amazing, Gustav. Where do I get one?
Oh, what?
I wouldn't suggest it too much just because they literally like hot glue a piece of like cloth on the inside of it.
I have to go get mine.
It's more of a prop than anything.
Right.
Yeah, I ended up getting this.
Dude,
That's amazing.
That is awesome. 10 out of 10. Oh,
Was this in a real store? And where does it exist, or was that online?
No, it was online.
Okay.
Like I can literally see some of the cut marks and stuff here too.
Wow.
My COVID mask is a USA Gundam store.
Oh, nice.
So,
Wow, nice.
Oh, nice.
When I'm slaving away in the kitchen.
Yeah, there were several Gundam ones, but they would all come by like August or September. I was like,
mine.
ah, fuck, dude.
So my grandma,
Ooh, nice.
when I went off to college, my grandma, she made me a quilt out of this material.
Huh.
So she was just like, by the way, I made you a mask out of the same thing that I made your quilt out of. So she would always make her grandkids a quilt as they went off to college. So
Nice.
but then she had some of this left over, so I wear a drum set all over the place.
Thanks, Grandma.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Graham looking out for you.
Oh no! Drop the beam saber.
Oh no. That's exactly why
Wow.
I have an Alex that somebody made blast, but I didn't want to whip it out because I knew his shit would
Yeah,
fall off. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh, no.
that head part falls off all the time. That little red dot, if that falls,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's
See, some of that stuff I like paint on, or I start. I'm probably being too meticulous with my gunpla building.
no.
honestly.
I need to super glue that. I still haven't super.
I need to be
glued it.
more meticulous with mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
especially if you're doing it as a presentation kind of thing too, right? Like, you might
I'm
as well
not really trying to show them off, and even if I had nub marks, because I've got some built back here, there's about 5 or 6 back here. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see nub marks, from this perspective, but
Yeah.
I've got all my sanding sticks. It'll literally take like this, the helmet for the Fritz. You can't even see it because my ring light washes it out. But like, it would have had 3 or 4 nub marks all around the bottom, and I would just stare at a screen and just sand. It took like maybe 20. So it takes me about 3 times as long because I'm too anal about shit that people won't even see. I guess that's okay though.
And it's supposed to be half the fun for the detailing.
Yeah.
I need to get pins and stuff for mine too, and that's another thing I haven't even looked at.
You can get away with just doing like, I've got some of the markers and shit. They're pretty good. I've got ones for weathering. And then you just get like the standard basic like paint marker kit. You can actually cover up most of your nub marks with that. And then I actually use the panel lining markers probably the most. And I get, brown, gray, black, that's about all you need. And you can actually do some you can like cheat and make weathering with these if you use Q-tips and stuff. But everybody's got their own little ways to make different things look good.
Oops. I just noticed I had music still on.
Whap.
Uh-oh. Oh well. Luckily. Good stuff. But yeah. Pretty much as far as this goes, the back on my head in the way. But yeah, that whole piece has one giant sticker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some that are like
Yeah.
that now. But, I decided not to do that. So the last one I did that would have had giant, I got to take the saber out because it drops it. So this is the F91 that I bought built most recently, and
Ooh.
all the blue parts in the back, that's all supposed to be stickers. And so I decided to hand paint all of that, and it's obviously it takes a lot longer, but
Same with the
it
fingers
turns
too.
out way better. Yeah. So. Pretty much this one where they're supposed to be stickers, I painted all that. I kind of went all out on this one because the F91 is probably that could be my favorite Gundam.
Nice.
Little
The-
small boy.
Pretty good movie.
Yeah, I mean you can tell it was supposed to be a series, and then it got they lost their funding, had turned to a movie and whatnot.
Yeah. Kind of a tragedy. It's also hilarious to see it in Maxi Bustan land next to other Gundams because it really is just so fucking
Yeah.
tiny.
That
Yeah.
compact,
that-
man.
Yeah, that era they're supposed to. I guess most mobile suits were a lot smaller, except for the
Yeah.
older ones.
They're all about that mobility in Japan. Hi, all day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that sticker just looks gross. Like, I mean, for real. I mean, just imagine is one sticker that covers that entire piece.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah,
worst
so
part.
I would definitely personally paint that. It like I said, it takes forever longer, but
Same thing with the fingers too. Like those finger stickers are gross as well. But yeah, I just haven't got the paint yet. But yeah, so anyway, what have you been playing here recently?
here me.
Yeah.
What I've been streaming? Mostly this week has been all MechWarrior and all Gundam. Yeah, my chat's saying NWO. Yeah, because I started about a year and a half ago streaming, mostly all MechWarrior online, and then kind of moved into BattleTech. And I kind of got a little salty at PGI, and they're starting to make amends a little bit with things being fixed with the queues and whatnot, and it actually being fun to play again. So this week's been all Mech Warrior and all Gundam, and I'm pretty new at Gundam Battle Operations. I started playing. I honestly can't even remember. I want to say March, maybe even February. But I bought my PlayStation at the beginning of 2020 specifically for Final Fantasy VII and for Ghost of Tsushima, and then also Gundam. So here I am.
Nice. Yeah,
Happy to have you.
Mech Warrior was like, I was pretty hyped for Mech Warrior Online, and then I started playing it. It was cool to begin with, and it kind of got a little too grindy on the early days, especially in the alpha like that.
It's gone through many evolutions, and see now there's so many more. Like you're kind of basically always grinding. You're grinding something. So now you basically try to earn general skill points. Now there's a whole skill tree that they added. I can't remember when they added that. Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I thought about getting back into it when they added that.
I mean, actually, right now is probably the best. Like the queue times are getting better. I mean, there's still like just from where I've played it so much. There's so many that I can pick it apart for a plethora of reasons, but it is at least fun lately because it wasn't fun anymore. It was like kind of just showing up to show up, you know.
I hear you.
Yeah,
but you know, they're turning around. They're attempting to, and then hopefully MechWarrior 5 will go. That's basically what made me jump ship was MechWarrior 5. Yeah, and my chat. Yeah, I miss playing with my Wang. It's one of the hero suits. It's the Yenlo Wang. So that's basically the brand of my channel now is Wang and DJ.
Cool. But yeah, which we just already had a podcast on Saturday. So what's happened in the past few days, Gustav? What have you been up to?
I think he froze.
Yeet.
Okay, Magnum, sorry, we lost you. We just had a what?
Okay, so we just had a podcast here on Saturday. What has been happening here the past few days, Gustav?
Well, actually, not a whole lot, really. Still been doing Yakuza Kiwami 2, hanging out at home as long as I can. And trying to do the grind for the Gaza. We recently made a secondary clan for Gundam Battle Operation 2, which is Ginny's Knights, capital G, lowercase k, capital N, because we actually have a little bit of overflow going on now, which is nice. That's a good problem to have.
I thought about doing the same thing, actually, because we were at, I think, 29 out of 30. So.
Yeah, because that was, like, originally I was thinking about trying to just do, like, a united front, but it's just, like, we'd have to have all those overflow ones, but just under a different name anyway. So I might as well just keep going with the brand as it is. Just makes things a bit simpler.
It's also one of those things, too, during this anniversary event, there's going to be a lot of people on, and then, like, I'll have to kick people, like, 5 or 6 probably in a month. But it's like, I don't know. A little bit of like, yeah, we could make another one, but then it's probably going to be inactive. Like half of it's going to be inactive if we even fill up a second one, like a month probably, which kind of a bummer when that happens. But
yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then we'll probably just dissolve GK and just leave it for there. That'll just be our backup for whenever.
Consolidate.
I'm looking to combine 2 of our 3 clans right now as well for pretty much that reason. So the people ebb and flow or whatever, right?
Yeah, revolving door, yada yada.
Mm-hmm. So as someone who's rather new, like other than getting the little bonuses for leveling the clan up and then doing the clan events, like what other stuff is like the perks?
That's it.
That's
pretty much it. Yeah.
I just didn't know if I was missing something because we've got my own little clan going. I don't run it. Servati runs it for my chat, but he we're not very big, but like we're just trying to level up and get the free shit. So I just wanted to make sure we weren't like missing anything important, you know.
By the way, if somebody wanted to join your clan, what clan tag would they search?
Oh, Oaf, capital OAF, because I am the Oaf.
Nice. Okay.
I've been dubbed that for quite a while now, so I just embrace it.
But yeah, like pretty much.
Pick something cheesy. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Omni Attack Force is what it's short for, because we were trying to think of some cheesy ass like random, like what someone would be in a mobile suit like screaming if they were like stuck in some, I don't know, kind of like a G Gundam, like super cheese, like Street Fighter Gundam.
But yeah,
That's good. I was actually about to ask what it stood for, so that's fine.
That's pretty much what I was gonna ask. So the next question is, how many clan matches have you guys gotten into, or have you done much with the clan stuff?
We haven't done any clan matches because they happen. I gotta turn my sound.
The worst times possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm unable to do it because of my schedule. Because I stream and then I go to work, and then I have a couple days off, and then it just doesn't work out. And I heard tell they're maybe changing what time they're happening, possibly something more reasonable.
Well, they have every 4 matches. They do one at night for us. For Pacific specifically. So
yeah,
for
I
us,
was about to say it's not
for us
9
it's
o'clock
midnight. So yeah,
That's
you'd have to
little
stay up till 2
feasible.
a.m. if you wanted to play the full thing.
But it's usually on the weekend. So.
Yeah, that's the good news. It's normally on the Saturday.
Well, generally, yeah. Well, I guess it could work if it's that late for me eventually. I don't know about the rest of my guys, because my guys were kind of spread throughout the U.S. and I've got one dude in the Netherlands. I can't remember if there's somebody else that's European or not, but yeah, who knows? I would like to do the clan stuff, but I mean, the last few times the rewards didn't seem super worth it for all of us to like really change our schedules around, because it was like some sort of, unless I just didn't understand how good the mobile suit was that there. I can't remember what it was now.
Night Seeker 2 is pretty neat.
Yeah,
the new one is the Dom single cannon, which is a support suit.
Does anybody know if that single cannon is a knee stagger, or does it just have a fuck ton of damage?
I don't think it's a single or a knee stagger. I think it's just a normal. I watched a video of it like once, and it looked like an knee stagger.
It's literally the same cost as the normal multi-gun. So is it just
Yeah, which is really weird.
like it better have like just a ton of damage? Like, I mean, I think it has all the same weapons too.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm finding a lot of supports just don't. I mean, again, I'm newish at the game, so I'm finding a lot of the supports just don't. They lack. Like I find myself gravitating towards basically the heavy Gundam, because it's just, I don't know, that thing just is fun as hell, and I can consistently do okay in it. And then the G line full custom, because that doesn't even really. It's like a melee suit.
Yeah, mobility is so key in the game, and supports just don't have that. So that's not a surprise that you're kind of leaning towards more mobile supports. If you don't have it yet, the Gunner Gundam, while it's more of a sniper, falls in that category as well. It plays and feels like a general when you're
gotta learn that aggressive rifle style.
Yeah.
Well, I initially got in. One of the first suits I got was Junkyard Jack, and I love it. And that's
that's a good one.
Yep.
I mean, I think it spoiled me because it moves a lot differently than most of the supports. It's not slow. It actually
balancer.
And that, yeah. So, yeah.
It's actually interesting to think about, because I mean, for those of us who have been in a game for a while, our go-to support at low cost, or at the time was like essentially the mid to high cost was the Zaku cannon. There weren't really like the GM or the GM Sniper Custom was a little bit more along the lines of what you described as a suit you might like to run around in, Jack. But the damage output wasn't too big of a trade-off for having to slow return power and stuff like that. So I kind of wonder if other newer players may gravitate towards those non canon follow-up suits and more like value the quicker moving suits and stuff like that a little bit more.
I mean, some of them like the gun cannon detector, like that's just I don't care how slow that thing goes, because it's really not that slow, but it is significally slower than a lot of other suits.
It's also stun loop the suit, so
you can just lock everybody up.
That's why it's OP. It's like that suit is comparable. We finally got a striker custom for a support in that suit. I mean, technically we already had the MLRS, but still. We finally got something really overpowered from 450 essentially all the way up to 600 right now for supports. My thing though too, you mentioned the like Zaku Cannon and stuff. I wonder too where people are getting in the game now. If they're just getting into these higher cost games, which I know we'll talk about. That's one of the topics is the ratings and stuff. But I wonder if we'll get into like I want to get into that discussion though a little bit, but kind of touching on it a little bit here, where people like right before I don't know has it turned over? Yeah, it's 748 right now. So where it's already turned over, the last cost were 500, 550 space, and 650 ground.
Mm.
There's no low cost at all. Like you're going faster. You know, if you got a crappy slow moving support at that point, you're pretty much dead at those costs. So
There was a JP account on Twitter yesterday that put up a similar kind of tweet where it was 200, 600, and 650. So like when they go low, they low ball real hard.
Yeah, I've
And
noticed.
it's not until later in the night when they have 4 lobbies up that they usually are a bit more balanced.
Hmm.
but yeah, real quick.
Jack, I think you were saying something
Yeah.
too.
I was just
whatever.
I was agreeing that I've noticed the cost for the lobbies, especially in the rated, because I typically, when I'm playing raid, especially as someone rather new, I kind of gravitate between like I'd say 350 and 450 is probably like my favorite, because there's a lot of variability in like what you're going to run into. Yes, Pixies and Mark IIs and all that stuff, because Mark II is the lowest one, 450. I think, is that right?
500.
Oh yeah,
The
it should
lowest
be
500. I guess it's just Pixies and the gym strikers that you have to worry about. But I usually take the cold type out for like 300 through 400. And I don't know. I just haven't felt like doing rated a lot because the lobbies haven't been to my liking.
I kind of want to ask a follow-up question in that regard. And it's kind of something that we've talked about. And I feel like maybe in some degree it gets discussed sometimes. Which cost as a newer player do you feel more comfortable in? Like, do you prefer lower cost or higher cost?
When I first started, I don't know. There was I can't remember exactly what. There was some sort of an event going on when I first started, and I got a bunch of suits. It might have just been one. I can't remember what it's called now, where you get the free 10 spin every so often. And
No, that might have been
a
GBO.
little bit of money on the game. Yeah, GBO does that. Yeah, that stuff was going on, and I got a lot of suits really quick because I was just able to afford whaling a little bit, and like the first big suit I got was like the 450 G3 Gundam, and then the Gelgoog J, and a few others. And so I kind of was starting out the game in 450 to 550 with all, and then I got a Grabara Tetra 600 cost like really soon after that. So I kind of learned the game between 450. You know, I had to go back and acquire suits to go below 450.
Interesting.
So I think that's why I like playing in 300 to 450 at this point. Like usually 300 is, I mean, the cold districts GM is just stupid good, and it's, I don't know. I think it's easier to, you have to worry about what you're doing with that suit as much. You're just trying to stun them, chew them up with the DACA, and I can learn the maps. I can kind of learn how everything's flowing better with that. It's just less management. But I'd say to answer your actual question, though, 450 is where I gravitate to the most. That's what I specifically look for in all the lobbies.
Gotcha. No, that's good, and I appreciate the extra insight too. Because I mean, all of what you said was what I was looking for in that. So I appreciate it. So in that case, do you feel that when you go into those lower costs now, does it feel like too sluggish for you, or?
No. I mean, I wish I saw more. Like when I stream it, and when I'm streaming, I usually get stuck with a lot of low cost lobbies for the ground ones, and
right.
And no, at the lower ones, it's just you're running into a lot of gym commands, and it gets kind of, you know, I mean, it's fun. It's only fun if you're in a cold districts or a gym, or maybe the gym MSSV, you know, something that can actually not get tore apart by a gym command, because they're like the Mark IIs of the lower costs. At least that's what it feels.
Oh yeah,
you know. So I don't know. I guess maybe it would be too hard to go back and rebalance, but it doesn't seem as worth it at the low cost to run a raid or a support unless it's very specific instances of the suit being good. Because
That's interesting.
Being a general, you're just all around, running around.
And the reason I say it's interesting, I don't know if you have had a chance to like keep up with the notes and stuff, but they actually released a notice some months ago that says the opposite of that. So that's just interesting. I'm not like saying like your opinion on it is wrong. It's just a good take to get from it, because the game devs said that they feel like raids are in such a bad position at higher cost that they're considering removing the triangle damage system for raids at those higher costs. So that's interesting to kind of see from that regard too.
So well, what did they? Well, I mean, at higher cost, I mean, it's still, from my perspective, and still, it's a learning experience almost every time I log in. It definitely seems like generals have the edge all the time. It just seems like being more. If you have a suit that's kind of well rounded, and then you can focus it in a direction, like you want to focus it towards ranged or melee or whatever, it just seems like it performs better, at least in maybe survivability, but mobility. It seems like mobility is a lot more important in this game now, like maybe because of some power creep or something. I'm not sure. Because I haven't been here since the beginning, so I don't really have a baseline.
No, you're right. I mean, power creep is very, very real.
Oh yeah. Like for instance,
that's cool.
Zaku cannon at 400 could actually do something. And these days, I got on my alt account here the other day to get some games in, because it's got the returning player bonus. So I'm already at like Master Sergeant, and like I went from like Sergeant 8 to Sergeant 15 in about like 12 games. Like it is awesome how fast you can level right now. Like that is absurd. Like you could probably play 100 games and be like a fresh account could play 100 games and just be corporal to Master Sergeant probably. It obviously you got to win a few games, but at this point where people are popping platinums, pretty good. But by the way, on a side note, I just noticed that my PS4 crashed, so I'm logging back in, and then we'll get this going. But real quick, I guess we'll get back kind of on track with the intros.
It's just an introduction stuff.
Yeah, right. We're still in the intros, guys. But no, but for real though, it's really cool hearing that extra perspective, because it's like, I mean, you hear it in chat all the time. Somebody will come in and say, something that's like, wait a minute, what? And like it's always good to hear how, and then you're reading it, but it's always good to hear somebody talk about how they've come to play the game. Because like what Emblem was saying, for us, we started out in the slowest of the slow suits, like Zaku cannon all the way. Actually, for me, it was GM cannon. I didn't even know anything about the Zaku cannon. I've got like 280 games or something just in the GM cannon. That's what carried me to A to begin with. And then I found the Zaku
back when
cannon.
I played, the Zaku 2 was this fast one, right?
Yeah, right.
Zaku 2 Kai.
Yeah, Zaku 2 Kai was like crazy fast, dude.
A dodge roll. Oh my god.
Whoa, what is this?
See, I think I was spoiled. Like one of the first suits I got was the G3 Gundam, and that's post its buff, because I guess before I was playing, it didn't have the roll.
No,
it wasn't really a contender before that. So that suit tricked me, because I was like, oh, this is how raids are going to play all the time. Okay, I'm good with this.
I wish.
And it plays more. It's like one of those scenarios where it feels more like a general. I think that's I like that one so much. Other than it's obviously good.
I think it's the most balanced raid that we've got, actually, because it's something that can go in. Like, I just played it today, and I'm like, I kind of forgot that I was a raid for a minute. The bazookas, though, I wish they readied up just a little bit quicker. That was a little awkward.
Yeah.
I couldn't get used to that as much. But yeah, anyway. Emblem, what has been going on for you the past few days? Then we'll get into the double Zeta.
Everything's been good. I've still been playing my fair share of Phantasy Star Online 2. They just they released a new AC scratch line, and the economy in Ship 2 is going down the toilet. Everything is expensive. The best part is that for those of you who are familiar with the Shining series for Sega, the new banner line has cameo stuff from that. So it has like costumes, weapons, hairstyles, and lewd things to put up in your house. They have posters and floor mats that are like I don't know if any of you guys ever played Lunar Silver Star Story, but it's an RPG, and in that game they have these things called bromides, which are pretty much like pictures of the characters in all sorts of different situations. Usually, if it's a female, it's a sexy situation. And the images on the posters and the floor mats for these new things are essentially bromides. So you'll walk into somebody's house, and I think it's just the future of weeb culture. You know, they already have their body pillows. Now we're gonna have anime girl carpets. It might already exist for all I know. But
Oh my!
But yeah,
I mean, we already got lewd mouse pads. Okay, like
I need to
for
visit
real.
a friend of mine's house now just to see, because he's always on top of that. Like I'll probably walk in and there would just be like however you say it, ahigao, like carpet on. In
Oh,
his
God.
room.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But so we got that going on. This has happened today, and they just released a trailer for PSO2 with the new like engine that they're going to implement next year
the
for the
expansion,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
So it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because on the video it says it's a separate game, but apparently if you're looking at the like information site for it, it says it's just an update to the engine. So it seems like the entire game is going to get updated into this. So it should be pretty interesting. Looks really good. The only qualms that I've seen on my end is that like the color saturation might be kind of weird. I honestly think it kind of looks a bit like Xenoblade Chronicles. A little bit.
It seems like the vibe they were going with for sure.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Maybe they'll make it to where you can summon your scale. Excuse me, wrong game. Your AIS.
Oh no!
In the middle of the battlefields and stuff like that.
Man,
And you can fly around.
I gotta check my expeditions. Why do you keep doing this to me?
Oh yeah, that's right. Expeditions. Oh, why did you guys get me into this? I'm just staring into the sun again, by the way, guys.
I will not load up Resaga during my introduction. I'll do it during Gustav's.
Gustav's already went too late. Don't worry, guys. I'm just staring into the sun over here.
But yeah, and just to wrap it up, though, we've been getting on GBO. I am still going to hoard all of my tokens and wait for the Cubalay release. Hopefully, it's sooner rather than later.
Cubalay doesn't come out. Me and you are gonna just cry, dude.
I'll be so sad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I blew all my tokens and then even bought some more rolls because I was determined to get the.
I will say, if you are gonna whale though, the 4th week they're coming out with a suit, and I've been trying to get the word out for this. If it's just like last year, they came out with the GBO1FB, which is the best spacesuit in the entire game. So.
Oh yeah, if they try to, wasn't that set up from the beginning, or was that one of the final weeks that they introduced?
I think it was either week 4 or week 5, but it was definitely closer to the end. Well, I'm pretty sure it was week 5 last year.
Yeah, and the thing is,
I'm pretty sure the wording is the same as they used this year, right? The pre-order thing. Yeah,
I bet you it's gonna be the Faz.
Whatever it is, though, it could be a very overpowered suit, and the only way to get it, and the thing is, they didn't even put it in the lottery till like January to March. That's the problem. Oh, yeah. That's 6 months later that they put it in the lottery. So you're pretty much buying a suit, guaranteed. You are literally buying the suit to get to use it. And then the thing is, it just goes in the lottery. Like, I figured they'd put it in the ticket shop so people could actually just buy it with tickets. But it's even worse. So you still have to spend for money. Yeah, so like this is their biggest pay to win situation that they pull every year now, apparently. So,
well, at least it's just periodically and not constant.
I mean, if eventually the banner's just gonna say "shut up" and get money.
But like in this case, though, it was the GBO1FB was just really overpowered. It was one of those suits though that people didn't know it was overpowered because they were like, "Wow, this suit has overpowered."
It took a while.
And it's really fast. Hi, you know. And,
it's a shame it's in space only. Huh?
And then yeah, everybody's like, well, it's space only, so who cares, right? But the other thing is,
so that's probably what they'll do again.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, probably the Faz or the Fox or however you say it. But like
Full armor double zeta for people who don't know.
Well, no, isn't it? The Faz is actually a prototype to the double zeta, right? And then the full armor double zeta is something different. They're 2 different suits.
Because there's the one that we got, then there's the enhanced, and then there's the Faz.
Because I thought the Faz was like has the big FU giant beam, and then the actual full armor double Zeta has something else going for it. Or am
I don't
crazy?
think they're gonna go. I don't think they're gonna go with that one. I figured it would just be
Okay.
the regular full armor. It'd be cool if they went with that one.
So I guess technically
that's
we have the
the-
Faz and
That's
we
the
have the
FA.
FUTs.
That's the FA10A.
Yeah, that one.
That's the 10A. The 10S is the regular one.
Okay. So yeah. If we got both, that would be awesome. Just saying. Or the Cubulate, you know. I'd hate to see the Cubulate be space only, you know, that you have to buy. But that's why I've got 120 tokens ready to get level 1 and level 2 of it.
I'm
Wait.
ready.
20. You were at 140 and you only rolled twice. Did you do some secret?
No.
Did you
I
do-
still haven't rolled. I've still got like 133 tokens. I'm still,
okay.
but that's why I'm saving at least 120 for week 4.
Mhm.
Yeah, week 4 is going to be 4 spin. I'm doing all the step up.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do money wise. I am in the middle of planning my wedding because we just had to cancel it. 'Cause of
Ooh.
Hey,
mixed up. And we're supposed to get married in New Orleans in October. And
Well.
they're probably not gonna do that. So we cancel all that and we're like relocating it to my farm, which is not far from where I live currently. And so I'm in the middle. So it depends on how much I have to like pay for between now and the end of the anniversary event, how much I can actually whale at the end, but we will see. So hopefully a little bit at least. I'll try for whatever suit is there.
Well, it's better than spending your honeymoon in quarantine.
Very true.
Very true.
I heard VR chat has some amazing locales.
but yeah. So anyway, as far as my few days, Ghost of Tsushima. I've been playing the Sun over here.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, it's getting worse.
Yeah. So
Oh, mine doesn't do that. Sorry. Mine just shows. Mine just shows.
regular-
yeah.
regular-
This is the power of the Galaxy Note 8
Oh,
or whatever I've got. Like that's why this is why your eyes are dying if you. That's what's going in, you know, if the camera can't handle it, your eyes probably can't. Anyway. But yeah, been doing that because of these two. But yeah, other than that, just GBO2 things. Ghost of Tsushima. I've been doing everything because I'm a completionist when it comes to that stuff. So I've literally got. I'll be finishing the first section completely with all the side quests probably after this. GBO2 stuff and things. Got the Gaza C, grinding hard on both accounts. Gonna get the other account up to Master Sergeant 8 at least, or Ensign by the end of the event goal. That way I can actually have another account that has all the good parts. And I'll be asking you that later, Jack, about the how does parts feel to you, and how did it when you went into higher cost? When did you ever hit a wall? I'll definitely be asking you that question later. I mean, if you want to answer it now, then go ahead. But
You just finished, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much been my week. Is just that I've been trying to get to some other games, but I'm back to too many games again, guys. Yeah.
No.
I feel the same way. I have too many awesome things.
When's the second time for my speed run of Final Fantasy? When's that gonna happen?
Did you know, Jack, that Magnum is the 4th place world record holder?
Oh, is he?
Any percent hard mode in Final Fantasy 7
Wait.
remake
Did I
for
go
his
down to
category?
Did I go down to 4th place now? What?
He was third.
Was it 4th? Was it 3rd? Was only 3 people before?
It was third. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it was 4 people. But
Hang on, I'm
unless more
checking.
people
I'm
have
checking
run
my
it.
placing. 1 second.
Yeah, we do need a live update.
Fights, man. Some of those fights take a long time, especially like the Hell House fight. That took me a while. Like I don't think I died any during that fight, but I think it took me like 30
no!
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Those are all PS4 Pros. Okay. So
He's regular PS4.
oh wait, are they combining it now? They're not separating it by Well, if we're just regular PS4 now, it looks like they've got it all combined into one ladder. So now I'm 6th place.
That's still extremely impressive, though.
But like, as far as the PS4 flat category goes, I am 3rd.
Nice.
PS4 Pro OP for real though. Like, I was doing a race for Path of Exile, and the guy that was on like PS4 Pro like had hardly any issues, and then for me it was just unplayable. So I actually didn't finish the race. I just actually gave up because it was like you have to get enough XP. So if I was just killing like I could only kill like maybe 20 mobs on screen at the same time. If I killed any more than that, it would just literally lock up the entire PlayStation. And because it's tied to the PlayStation, I can't just log out and crash the game, right? So I couldn't save my character. So literally I couldn't press start and exit. So they do have a logout macro in there for the PlayStation, but it has to be able to load the macro to actually do it. So if the PlayStation's processor is frozen, oops. So
maybe I'll
That's
wait
the
to do my
play-
Final Fantasy run
play
until I hit PC.
On PC, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think
That's
I
what
might.
I'm mainly doing, PC stuff.
That sounds like a good idea, actually. I think I'm gonna do it then. Once it hits PC, I'll do like an actual PC.
And you'll already know your tricks from doing it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
awesome.
Yeah. But
It could be a while. Who knows?
So anyway,
And it'll
guys.
prob-
Go ahead.
I was just say it'll probably be an Epic Games exclusive.
Oh no!
Probably.
Don't even joke. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Somewhere in the distance, Chad is going full on re.
No, I'm going full on re already, guys. Hang on, let me mute.
It'll probably happen. Well, Sony just gave EGS like $250 million, like for something. So I'm assuming that probably is an indicator of something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm waiting for Sony to drop a bombshell, considering the Xbox presentation today. So
You haven't had a chance to look at that yet.
Not in the loop on the Xbox stuff.
But yeah, the as far as the Epic Games, I can't help but tangent on this a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. But the Paragon, I'm still salty over Paragon dying. Speaking of which, there are a lot of actual Paragon clones now that exist. From what I've heard, there's about 3 or 4. I'm probably gonna try those out. See if I can get into one of those.
I've never played. Is it anything? I played a little bit of Paladins, which is basically just like Overwatch. Is it anything
played
like that?
Smite.
Oh, all right. No, I haven't played Smite, but the Paladins and Smite are made by the same people. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So Smite, in my opinion, is just a very good Smite. Is pretty much the my take on it. Because Smite, you don't really have a Z-axis. You just have your well, you have two. You pretty much just are looking at what's in front of you, right? You don't really look up.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's Z-axis. Anyway, point being, you actually have to look up, and you're playing it kind of like a third-person shooter. Your projectiles are a little bit slow, so you throw a thing, and it so instead of just like aiming forward and back and forth, in Might you actually have to look up and shoot up at a target.
You actually have to. There's player skill involved. It's not just like picking a class.
Well, I mean, there is skill involved in Smite. I'll give Smite that. But my thing is it's like it added the Z-axis. You have verticality to it. They had a really cool map to begin with, and there's some BS that happened with another creative director coming in and pushing the original creator out of the position, essentially. And then the game kind of died after that. And when you're 3,000 people take a vote and they all agree on the same thing, you might ought to listen to your player base. I'm just saying. Because apparently that was the thing that happened. And then where I was on one of the teams for the game, I knew a lot of the devs, and then one of the devs, he got like transferred over to Fortnite. And I was like, oh, game's dying. Yeah, like that was pretty much like my indication. Like, well, I'm glad I started working and didn't have time to practice anymore. So yeah, I guess. Even though I love the game, but yeah, they kind of killed it. They made a new map and took out all the verticality, pretty much. Like there is verticality to it, but you don't actually fight in that. You go up to a thing and then jump off a ramp to get to point B, kind of thing. And you might have a little bit of a heal, like at this angle. Before you'd be like this kind of angle shooting down, like you almost look straight down at the target, rather than you'd be shooting in a tree. You wouldn't actually know unless somebody had eyes. So you'd kind of be blind firing into like a tree and shooting through the leaves just to maybe hit the target. And that was really cool that you had that kind of verticality play. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. There's my Paragon tangent. Every time anybody mentions Epic, that's my reason for hating Epic so much. Also,
There's a lot of
Also, I like Fortnite PVE. Just saying, that was they like
Save the world.
I have the PVE one because they like handed me codes for that. So I just had like I've had the PVE since it was like in, I forget how they named their alphas, but they always named them kind of funky. But yeah, like I've played that for a while. Then all of a sudden it's like this PVE game. I'm like, what? So that was kind of funny, just hearing everybody being like, "Yeah, have you played Fortnite yet?" And I'm like, "What do you? Yeah, it's fun. It's a tower defense game." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's Battle Royale." I'm like, "What?" But anyway, okay, Double Zeta. Yeah,
Yep.
I apologize for that big tangent. Epic
Yeah.
Games tangent.
The Cliff Notes says Magnum plays Fortnite. Gamer confirmed.
No.
Let's go.
Yeah,
No!
that's gonna be your next. You know what? No, you need to make that as your community goal for your
play
plays.
matches of Fortnite. I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
That means I gotta download Fortnite, which
Yeah,
honestly,
we need to.
not
we
gonna
need to
lie,
get
I
you
do
up.
have the Epic Games thing because they give out a free game like every week, and man, they've
They
been
do.
They want you to be on
Arc,
there.
GTA
Didn't
5.
Epic Games get incorporated into GOG's thing too?
Free games. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
But Magnum, isn't GTA 5 that PlayStation 5 exclusive?
Oh yeah, man, the new game
Oh,
coming
man.
out, the launch title for. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's Epic Games has GOG has Epic Games integration now.
Huh.
So their GOG Galaxy client can actually connect to that, and you can launch it from there now. That was a recent thing.
Well, that's cool because I unfortunately, that was a lot of the big drama with MechWarrior 5 is when it went to exclusivity on Epic Games. Pissed a lot of people off.
That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's when a lot of people canceled pre-orders and just a lot of other drama has unfolded. But I did get like Rebel Galaxy Outlaw on Epic, and I received a free key for Metro Exodus, so I have that. But if I can integrate it with my GOG, then I'm gonna switch to that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I'll be in there with that.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and start the game up, and we'll show some Double Zeta off. So yeah, what do we
Let's
think?
go.
What do we think? Who wants to start first on what they think about the Double Zeta?
I'm down with hearing from the guy that owns the mobile suit. Or any of the guys that own a mobile suit.
I've got
two of them.
the only time I've used it was last night when we were doing the cheese lobby, so I don't have a good grasp of it yet.
It's kind of funky to use. It's a fucking bitch to fight against. Like, goddamn. Because, like, right now, I don't have any of the bumped up stuff. So I'm running a lot of undercost in 650, which is going to be common for a while, regardless of the ones that they did bump up to get there. So I'm running, like, Zero Shiki. I'm doing Ashimar, stuff like that. And I'm able to hit them because they're literally just a giant walking broadside of a barn. Like, that's not the problem. It's just when they turn around and hit me, they clap for a lot.
No, those things hurt.
Not to mention, everyone's got their honeymoon period right now, so like, there's just a bunch of them to get the follow up after they hit you once.
So yesterday, when I was streaming, I went up against quite a few of them because I didn't get it till last night after I got off work.
Yeah, same here.
I did feel like I was kind of clapping them a little bit, but there were so many of them I couldn't tell if like one was hitting me or more than one.
Everybody
so
HOV.
It's got some punch.
So my take on it is, come here and let me bully you, because I think, hot take, the Double Zeta is underpowered and complete trash. And I've got like 2 seconds of input lag right now, so Emblem, please no.
Everyone, please, yes.
I'm coming to help you out. Instead of knock
My game
Magnum down.
froze. I think
Oh no!
Oh no, my remote play crashed.
Oh no.
Hang on, I got this. I can just turn to the TV
Yeah.
and play.
I was gonna say you probably should just be doing that anyway. Ow!
Sorry, Gustav. Okay, I'm on
Ow.
the TV now.
Good follow up, Jack.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting buttons.
Look good to me.
I'm just hitting buttons. Oh god. And that's what I was worried about. Is the GBO2 because that's what I was punishing them with yesterday. Was the GBO2?
Yeah, the MLRS is a beater, man.
Yeah.
Hit me!
Oh
Ah.
my!
Shit.
What the?
Oh no, I missed.
I just saw everyone stop for a second on the overmap.
I almost wish the missiles were a little more
Freaking
They had
MLRS, man.
going
Watch out
on.
behind you, Gustav's coming.
Oh shit.
Too late.
I don't know. Like when you're
That poke though,
you're
dude.
basically useless when you have something over top of you. You know.
I mean, you can just have all that. Thank you. And
Oh my
reach
god, the
around
reach!
for that. The reach run, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, the reach run is crazy. It does clap damage, but my thing
Okay.
is it's like
It feels kind of good because like I don't have a Zeta yet, so I don't have this big dumb spear that Emblem's rocking right now. So it's the closest thing I got to it.
so I mean my take on it is it's just a big clunky suit, but it's definitely a mid-range kind of
My
general.
thing is that I'm usually trying to run it very aggressively, so I hardly have any time to do the high mega. But god damn, does that shit?
Oh yeah, when
destroy
that
life.
lands.
But in the meantime, like people that are in more agile suits like the Zeta can just come in and stick their melee up my ass. So it's not great because all of its
Jack, I did all I could.
all of its other stuff isn't like heavy on stun potential right away. As Vulcans are kind of sloppy, the missiles have a weird arc to them and they're very delayed.
Oh yeah, the
They-
Vulcans are pretty
Down
bad.
sharply. But the main weapon's pretty nice.
Yeah, the rifle feels good because if you want to
Because it
charge,
charges hell of
good
fast and it
shots.
pierces.
you get 2 good shots, and then you can kind of do the rapid fire, and it's reasonable damage at least for trying to get. Does it stagger on the second hit? I haven't been able to tell.
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
I mean, the bigger thing is that it charges so fast, you might as well just get the shot out because that'll just stagger regardless and it pierces.
The other thing too, well, I've noticed the pierce thing. I've seen a lot of friendly fire staggers. I'm just like, thank you.
Oh yeah.
But like one of the big things with the oh, I got baited. But I love that they did this. Get wrecked. So they fixed the missiles on the MLRS. So if you're already aiming, you don't shoot one up into space. It doesn't have the Zommel problem. You know how the Zommel just like shoots its cannon up into space?
Any problem involving the Zommel is not a good problem to have, so I understand.
Yeah, a little tragic. To be put in the same category as a Zommel.
So
I'm gonna prepare real quick.
The missiles definitely feel a little odd.
He just splooted down.
I don't know. Something about them.
It makes
Yeah.
me think of the G line light armor myself.
yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like those missiles. And they're still have to kind of just aim at the target.
It reminds me a little bit of the B, except it's just not coming from one pod, it's coming from 2.
Yeah. I
Because there's
I
such
love
a
this.
volume that comes out too. You're like, it almost makes you glaze over on it.
Oh, I fell. I'm sorry. The stun potential is crazy though. That's the thing. Like they stagger faster than the Vulcans on a GBO2. I see you there,
My thing is
Lumen.
that the arc on these isn't as tight as it is on the light armor just because of the size of the suit.
Ah, I almost got the tackle. Get him.
Boop.
Yeah.
Wait, really? The lies.
Oh, hit detection.
Are you hiding behind me?
Yeah, I'm hiding behind you.
Get out of here.
I was gonna kill him. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I suck. There we go. I was hiding
He's up
behind
pretty
you
low, but
so
I got
that
clapped.
there we go. I tackled. Go.
Ugh. Trying not to hit you in the
Downswing.
process.
But If I've tackled,
See,
then
the
I'm
fingers
then I'm immune to stagger
Shoot, I
while
won't be
I'm
up in
tackling.
time. Okay. Oh, I can't go in as a pilot either.
I thought that having bow sensor
Whoa!
was more impactful.
My triangle's stuck.
Oh,
Nope.
Well, you'll always be tackling.
There's no ABTs here. It's ABG. Always be Gatling.
gonna have to start a new GoFundMe for a new controller for him.
Oh no. I'm gonna take it apart and repair it. I can fix it.
Everything's
You'd be looking
breaking.
to get a new one. The Hyakushiki controller is pretty nice.
Ooh.
What?
I
Oh,
just
nice.
the regular
That's
one.
legit.
Bought one of those,
I wish mine lasted longer. I ended up having to get a blue.
I got like one of those silicone covers for it, and the one specifically that doesn't like make you lose the tactile feel of the buttons. Like there's actual like open spot. And my biggest thing was the thumbsticks have little things on that now because it just I don't know. I'm more of a PC player, so I need something to grip on because my thumbs slip off the sticks all the time.
Yeah.
How much are PlayStation controllers, by the way? Because I don't even know because I've got the one that came with my
It's
system.
like $80.
Still that
I don't think it's that much. I think mine was like $40 or something like that when I got the replacement. I can't remember.
When I
Just
got
a red-
this red one, it was like $50, $49.99.
Okay, that's more reasonable because I've got for a lot of my PC games that I do like use a controller on, I've got like one of the super crazy Xbox.
An error has occurred. Yeet.
Oh,
failed. But I understand why those are expensive because they can connect just with like the little Bluetooth dongle. And
So on the official site, it's $64.99.
That's not. Yeah, okay. That's reasonable.
COVID prices in other places, it'll probably be up from there though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if someone else wants to try to host so we can keep going.
I mean, for me, it would probably be a bad idea. But yeah, someone else wants to
I
send
can
out
host.
invites. There we go. But yeah, as
I
far
can
as
do
the
it.
double Zeta, my problem is it's kind of big and clunky. I think what we're gonna see once we finally get, a lot of people start getting actual 650s, and that's the problem right now. I kind of noticed last night. I played a couple of extra games, and literally I was just like, wait a minute, duh! I've only got 2 600 suits, and that's it. Like, that's probably why we're seeing nothing but double Zetas, is because they probably only have one 650 right now.
That's me. That's the only I have. Yeah.
So I was like, duh, a little bit, like, because I was kind of like, man, we need more diversity on the team because the double Zeta is just this medium range, like, blah suit, right? And it'll probably be good to have one. So it'll be good
the
to have
JP
one.
players have already been like, yeah, just keep it to one, but obviously people aren't going to be doing that.
Yeah. So like, if you have one, I think it's a very solid suit to have one on the team, and then you have like 2 Zetas or even 2 Mark IIs at 600. And honestly, I feel like what I'm curious to see is, will the just 600 Mark IIs just still outperform it just outright? Will it just be better to take 3 600 Mark IIs?
Probably.
Just from a guess, and then like shooting them in other suits, being in other suits and shooting at double Zetas yesterday. Like, I'm gonna say yes, just because it's about as big as the GBO2, and it doesn't have the shields that GBO2 has to make up for how big it is. So you can hit it as easy as that, but you can also consistently do damage instead of probably clipping on something else,
And that was the other thing. I was kind of expecting its shield to be a shield and not just a 10% buffer.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like when you all were beating on me just a second ago, like it doesn't feel like that shield really does anything,
Also, the other thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about in chat is like it doesn't have all of its weapons. So I wonder if we're going to get weapons added to it.
What else is it missing besides the shoulder cannons from the beam rifle or from the beam sabers?
Boy, that pretty much the beam saber
And
cannons.
I guess the entire G Fortress, but
yeah, there's that too. But like the beam saber cannons, I mean that's really I guess the main one. But
that's the only thing I can think.
Like just having an extra weapon might just be something to put it up to where it
There's
needs
a
to
lot
be.
of downtime. If everything's on cooldown and you definitely don't have time to switch to your head cannon, like you're just on cooldown for a while. The missiles reload kind of quickly, but it's still like the arc is very strange.
You get so many of them too. Like when I played the rental, I was kind of surprised. What is it, like 45 missiles
It's
or
42,
something like that?
I believe.
42.
42.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so many.
It is
like
a lot.
playing the light armor or whatever. I was like just holding the button down. And I was kind of like, they're still coming.
Well, and then it has like 80 Vulcans, but my problem is the Vulcans have like no stagger ratio at all. They shoot pretty slow. They're really just to finish people off. And if you don't have enough range parts on it, which the thing is, it has what 16, 16, and 16 for its part slots.
Yeah.
So it's got some good stats for just throwing out damage. And the Vulcans, once you have your range parts on it, then it's actually pretty solid. They're hitting over 100. That's pretty much my standard to know if a Vulcan is actually pretty good. I would compare it to like the Vulcans on a Yogu Jaeger, kind of how I compare the Vulcans on it.
Hey, we back in there.
But yeah, whenever we're ready to start, good to go.
Are we gonna do another double Zeta match, or are we
Yeah,
doing something else?
If we want to
Okay.
go ahead and talk about the double Zeta a little bit more. So I think the meta is going to come down to having one on a team. I just feel like, I don't know, do you guys think this needs a buff?
It seems fine to me, honestly. Like
I think once other suits start to catch up to it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm curious to know whether it's gonna like what do we get next week? Like,
Right.
what other 650s are we gonna have? And if their performance is just this much more, just a little bit more than the double Zeta, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of rage because I mean it's the double Zeta. But I wonder if
what other 650s are out there right now that can be had? G3 is one.
the
G3, the Zommel, the Jaeger, I think the Hymo got another one that goes
Hymo Gogug and the last one.
I just
5. I mean, we'll be looking at the notes here in a second.
G3 kicking this thing's ass personally. Just like if it was just two people of like similar skill, I think I don't know.
I mean, this thing should have the advantage.
Zommel level 4 is 650.
Yeah, Zommel's 650.
Yeah. Level 4 Zommel.
Oh, that still hit me. I had like already left before the missiles even came down. Freaking huge.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been faster at doing that. My bad. Oh no, you're the Humrob again.
Protect my mobile.
Gustav turned left and killed this thing.
Is he already on the floor? What
Yeah,
happened?
he's on the He's in it. He's getting in it. I got missile stagger. I got missile stagger. Yeah. Oh damn it! I thought he dodge roll. Fuck.
Nah, he's just shagging it,
Yeah.
What a dick.
I tried to bait out his dodge roll. Can't stagger me. I got a shield. You don't have one. Oh no, he's flying. I will say got him. He's on the ground. I love being able to actually react playing on my TV.
Oh, hi, Mega Cannon.
Oh fuck! I had it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm done. So fuck! I almost had it. I was like, reaction.
So I mean, like the I mean,
I should have kept D instead of F.
With the MLRS kind of already out there, I don't know. I feel so much bully potential here. Like, and my controller, I tried to put a note. That's still try to do like a quick.
You're wiggling something fierce over there.
Yeah, I'm just holding left, and it's not wanting to go left.
Oh boy. Oh motherfucker. So you can't prone with the high mega. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, if you prone, it just goes away. It's like, oh man.
Oh,
That's another thing I would like to point out too that I just realized. The swing on it takes way too long. You can counter it. Even if it's doing a neutral, you can counter its neutral pretty much if you see it coming. I gotta finish you quick before Emblem gets over here. No, damn it.
Nah, he's coming. It's too late.
No, I'm gonna knock him out of the air. 2-1, you're down. Get wrecked.
Those damn Vulcans.
Oh no, he's standing back up. Come on.
Oh god, that's right. We
Dodge
never
roll.
get anything.
No. I got served.
Gundam repair. I got this.
I'm dead. No, Shield Senpai's gone.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to put it back to simple after this, so we don't got to worry about capturing stuff.
Here, Jack, let's repair your suit.
So
Yeah,
I was
I
told
just
to
did,
get a buff
normal
to
match.
repair when you go to the ground. I did not know this till recently. Is this real?
It's supposed to be.
In simple battle, you crouch and you'll repair. In basic, you actually have to get out and repair.
Here comes Gustav.
Get him. Yeah.
I thought trying to repair speed is faster when you're on the ground, but it must be
For you.
Oh, it hurts so much. Why am I not boosting?
Because you're getting flinched.
Oh, wait, is that actually supposed to be a thing? Repair speed being faster? What?
Supposedly.
If your pilot's on the ground, supposedly is what someone told me in chat the other day.
Well, particularly crouching.
You doesn't say you mean crouching.
Oh no, I meant
Fucking MLRS.
if your pilot is crouching, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you get the attack buff.
Gustav, you need to
while you're
repair?
crouching as a pilot too.
Oh my gosh, can I get my radar back?
I'm so damn big.
My radar now.
But yeah, the Oh no. I played enough against Chad that I know how this works. Oh, I'm on the wrong missiles. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad.
War crimes.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
Damn you, Gustav.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Rude.
Gustav was peeling me off, so I'm glad you followed up. Oh, it's so painful.
And that's just a regular.
So
that's just a
fucking
regular-
painful, man.
regular
God damn.
shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
like
looks
God
so
gave him my
good.
legs. Fuck you. Just catch all that. Now you won't be able to do anything for the rest of that life. Oh shit.
Oh, that's so good.
Everything you do has a punishment when you face off against this suit because it's just so quick with that
Yeah,
damage.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the reasons, and maybe just because I'm a raid, why I think this suit is fine. It's just like going up against the Mark III. It just everything it does to you fucking hurts. Like it's so painful. I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I didn't like it at first. I really like it now.
Maybe I just need to get it and play it.
How about you
Because-
play it against it if it's not a support?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
You have to play. I had changed my
Out
mind.
here support scrubbing.
And Gundam Maniac helped me kind of like put the different components on it, and it made it feel a lot better when you just focus everything on range basically, and you play it just as that. Like your main focus is using your
Oh no,
guns.
you got me. Emblem's on me. No.
I fucking missed.
Yes. Gustav, I count on you. Ah. Shield Senpai, please. Oh no, my radar's gone again for like 3 years.
Oh my god, I didn't even have to whip
I
out the
fucked up.
gun. I didn't even
fucked
have
up
to
there.
whip it
Yeah,
out.
you missed.
No,
Wow.
no.
I'm reloading.
War
Shield
crimes.
Senpai. Shield Senpai.
Is man not dead yet? That darn shield.
Shield
Shield.
You're
Senpai.
so low. You're so low.
Shield Senpai. I'm tackling.
Why? Oh god. Whoop.
Whoa, you hit me, Gustav. I got him. Okay,
Right,
Shield
I
Senpai.
got
Oh,
That's close.
okay, Gustav, help. I'm repairing.
Oh, you're down. Okay.
I'm gonna test this out. Okay, I'm crouched. Oh no,
See,
he's back.
that was a perfect example, dude. The GBO2 shields,
All right, once you get in,
Yeah, I'm
because
in. I'm in.
easier.
man.
Get in. Stop rubbing up against everything.
There we go. I
Fucking
staggered it.
shield.
Shield Senpai. Oh, it's gone. Oh,
I like
man.
watching it from the overhead.
107 per hit with the Vulcans on this thing.
I can't wait to see Emblem's 200k damage from just this 2v2. Oh no, Gustav, no!
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
I'm knocking him down. Just kidding.
Oh, I wanted to bowl him over.
No.
Damn it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now we shall bravely run away.
Now fight me like a man, honorably
Goodbye.
duel.
I will say, how does it feel to have the Hambravi do the striker strafe while actually getting damage in there?
It's fantastic. You combo and everything hurts. It's great.
Okay, cool. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah,
Ew.
final thoughts on the double Zeta.
Good game, Jack.
What do we think?
I mean, I think it's not the best, and this is just because my perspective is obviously a little different than yours because I don't have a lot of experience with which suits really outperform, everything else. Like for me personally, my favorite Gundam is still Gundam Alex. Like I don't know where that stands in terms of
That's
other
top
like
tier.
type suits.
It is
I don't like the
definitely.
Alex personally. I think it's underwhelming. I think it's too weak. But Chad would disagree.
There's
That's
Chad,
with the beam rifle.
Chad
I
and
don't
a
like
lot
the
of
beam
people,
rifle.
but I don't
I
like
use
the
it
beam rifle either.
I use it with the bazooka because that Gatlin, I don't know, something how fast that Gatlin reloads and how, I don't know, it kind of resonates with me. I think it's just good. I don't think it's a bad, I'm not disappointed that I spent money to, get the tokens to get it, I don't feel robbed.
Like the thing with the Alex, its beam rifle definitely is the higher damage output, but I kind of have to agree with Emblem. I feel like I'm plinking people to death, but then you realize that it's,
It
you've
adds up.
actually, yeah, you've actually done, by the end of the game, you're like, oh wow, I got top damage. I didn't think I was doing anything, that kind of deal.
No, when I played, I'm not top damage. I'm like, oh, I only did like 30,000 damage because I can't play this suit.
Oh, well, yeah.
So like,
Yeah, I mean, for
I
me,
understand the value to
clicking
suit.
is the
Yeah, I
point.
just don't play it. Yeah.
But yeah,
The roll, tasty.
I think I don't know if it needs anything. I mean, I guess we'll see here in a couple of weeks where it settles in. That's going to be the big deal. But you guys kind of convinced me a little bit talking about the damage and how much it claps. And also I'm looking at
Mark
it
III
perspective.
point.
Yeah, because I think it's fine, honestly. Its high mega cannon is really powerful. It's much more lenient than both the MBL and 7th Gundam's big cannon. Like it charges faster, so it's not situational. You do really good damage output with the double beam gun, and it charges relatively fast too, and that charge has pierce for when it's relevant. It has a lot of missiles and they add up. The Vulcans do seem a little bit underwhelming. I think some of the best suits at those costs have some of the best Vulcans in a game, like GBO2 and Mark II, for example, are really good.
Yeah.
I think anybody who is big fans of like, depending on how you play it, the G-Line or the G-Line full custom, if you play like I do, which is more of like cannons into beam rifle follow-up,
Yep.
I think you would like that kind of suit a little bit more. Or you think like you probably like Double Zeta? Same for like Mark III. It feels very similar to Mark III, Gabflea and stuff like that.
I have the Gatley as well. I don't use it that much, but it does definitely. Now that you say that, it's got that same like if you get caught, you get punished, but you can really pump the numbers out if you just stay kind of focused on what you're doing.
Yeah, stuff like that, like Gabflea, Hammurabi, and the Donut. They're wily beasts, but once you get on the reins and you start to get the hang of it, the skill cap is there, but it pays off at the end, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's one of those positioning things. If you position well, if you're good at positioning, then you're gonna love the high mega cannon. And then like the Mark III as well, it's fast. It can get around, so that's kind of one of the differences between that and the double Zeta. But at the same time, you're still playing like a mid-range style suit.
Yeah.
I just don't like its melee swings though are a issue, I think, because I've been able to counter way too many double Zetas just on reaction time from remote play here. So that's kind of been my thing. Like I feel like its swing might need to be a little bit faster. I mean, it does have reach, but at the same time, there's suits that also have some reach that have faster swings. Like if you stagger me and then try to come at me and then just do a neutral, I've tackled people because they've taken too long, just because the swing has that extra like, you know, I mean that's more of the downswing, but it's like there's too much of a wind up for both of its swings.
It doesn't make sense that it should act like it's a heavy beam saber too. It's not any heavy. I'm saying,
Right.
Literally
This-
just energy.
This giant energy. Oh.
but I agree with that. I mean, I feel a little bit more comfortable trying to get in melee with that over the Mark III because it has Vulcans and then it gets to do multiple swings. But like yours, it just telegraphs. And now me being a new player, I'm really bad about always coming into a downswing when I should be doing neutral swing. So that's just I'm having trouble adapting to that. And it's almost like you should never use the downswing on the double Zeta though, unless somebody's already on the ground. You have to be like super reserved about that. I don't know though.
One of the things that could catch people off guard though, like doing melee in this game is kind of interesting because it's if you get those suits like the Hammurabi, for instance, where you're just infinitely comboing me in the GBO2 emblem.
Gustav was doing a good job of peeling you off. Like
Oh
I feel
my
like every
gosh,
time I was
Gustav, I
initiating with
count
you,
on you, though.
I was getting shot in the back by Gustav. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I had to trade off your pain for mine.
And that's the bigger thing right now with the 650 lobbies. Whenever you feel like you have a grip on one of them, the rest will just turn at you and punish you for existing.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like all those missiles coming at somebody is just like, yep, you're staggered in literally a second. So have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Now,
one thing with just another
trade-off. It's easy to aim those missiles. Like it's a weird like guessing game. Like, all right, how much do I lead up or below? You know, to actually hit them.
Is that counting as ASL? Like I feel like they're doing ASL.
It didn't
things,
look like it,
but it doesn't have
the
an
circle
ASL.
wasn't there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The circle wasn't there, so it shouldn't.
It feels like it was doing it without having the circle, and I'm like, what? Is that a bug?
And just one more caveat I wanted to add to Double Zeta. It's definitely not your main front line. There are blues that do a really good job of being your front line suits. This one's definitely more of a specialties like secondary. So think of in some cases, what's it called? Cold districts or Gundam ground type, Gundam full armor ground type, stuff like that. It fits into that. Yeah, it fits into that or space right there. So I mean, should there be two on a team? Probably not. But one would be fine.
Yeah, that's again, that's my question going forward. Are we going to see one on a team, or is it just going to be outclassed by just having a sheer front line? And then, like, I could see it definitely in 6v6. You would want one. It could definitely instead of having two supports, you could take one of those, a support, and there you go, and then 3 frontline generals, and then a raid.
Maybe a raid.
Yeah,
dude.
Sorry, Hammurabi.
Take that too. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I've got it at 450 and 500, so I don't know what it's like beyond that. But
it has good resist. That's one thing. It definitely is tanky.
Roll, yeah. It's just I don't know. It's got the right. Its hitboxes seem good too, which is my big thing against the Double Zeta. Is its hitboxes are large, like the GBO2, but no shields to kind of make up for that. You know.
See, that's another thing too with the no shield thing on the Double Zeta. What do you guys think about that, real quick? Do you think it needs more of a buffer? Like the buffer should, like for instance, the Hangar has 30% damage reduction if you're hitting its shoulders, which is essentially shields at that point. Where this is only a 10% reduction.
Yeah, no, it would make sense for it to be bigger, especially since you are in instances of you have 2 guns that do their most damage potential when you're charging them up. So you would like to be able to not get staggered. Like if you place yourself so you're only getting attacked on that side, you can, maybe have more time to get off that shot.
Well, that was another thing. What if they gave it what is it called?
Reflective armor,
damage control.
No. When you crouch, I mean, I brought it up yesterday, but I can't remember what it's called.
Ballistic something or another.
Here, I can just.
That's the one that the detector,
has, right?
Yeah,
I'll just look at the detector real quick.
Something shelling.
It is stabilization device.
Mm.
So, yeah, So when you crouch, you have essentially maneuver armor for crouching, and I think that would be kind of cool. That gives you like one hit from the so you could do the high mega cannon. But the other thing is too is there's people that with the detector that are good enough that will like you're about to hit them with the bazooka and they're just walking around, they'll just crouch and they'll get back up and keep moving. So
Mhm.
I feel like at that point you have maneuver armor, you have crouch maneuver armor, and then you have a dodge roll. So they might have to compromise the. They'd have to get rid of the maneuver armor probably if they're going to do it that way. Um, but I feel like it might need something like that. But I feel like they could do a little quality of life on it. But again, we'll see. It's really going to come out to like 3 or 4 weeks from now when we've actually got a nice set of people who have weld, and then you get into those games and be like, okay, well we've got one on a team, and then we actually have a front line.
Yeah. I mean, it just well, like what you were saying just now, like because as an example, in that last match, I was probably half a second away from actually getting that shot off on Gustav, and you hit me on my right side, and it just staggered me immediately and lost it.
Yeah. So maybe they'll up the charge time if they do that by like a second, but
I mean, you don't. I mean, that's such a strong weapon. You don't want it to be completely. You don't want to like guaranteed to be shoot it every.
Well,
It's
yeah,
almost like
because
an
that's like 15k damage on or 15 to 20k on a raid, and like it is gross.
And it pierces, so you could hit. You could clutch a game easily. Like you could clutch a game reliably, like without fail, if you could fire that thing every single time.
Yeah. So that is one thing too. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see where it gets placed. I kind of want one a little bit just because I like to shoot. I intensify that barrage, so that's one reason why I want it. Same reason why I want a Mark III still, but I think I'm done spinning on it.
Yeah, Mark III. I got lucky. I got it my first roll the day it came out. I got super lucky, and I was having trouble with it. And then Gundam Maniac was in my chat one day, and he was like, "Well, maybe try to build it this way and kind of just focus on the guns instead of like mobility or survival and stuff." And now it resonates with me a little bit. That's been a pretty solid performer. And like what GamingEmblem was saying is like it's definitely not a frontline suit, and that's how I play it now. Like I'm a midline. Like I try to always have a teammate next to me.
Yeah, that's exactly how you got to play it for sure. Cool. Any other thoughts on the Double Zeta?
I think it's good. I don't think it's a bad suit to roll on by any means. But wait for the Keyblade.
We'll see where it is by the end of the anniversary.
Right? Yeah. Because the GPO1 seemed really good, and then the GPO2 count was like, especially the 3 count, I was like, what's the GPO1?
I say when the O2 dropped, at least the O1 was the immediate counter, right? Because it still had the mobility. And then once we got to the end, it's like, there's just other stuff you could be doing.
See, that's what I'm afraid of again, that we're going to have that repeat with this.
It's just crazy that it could be that, but with the Double Zeta of all things.
Yeah. Like,
which really just makes it comes back to the situation of like, this happened too soon. They should have just focused on Zeta instead.
Yeah.
That for some reason I just got a image pop in my mind of the Zaku head Zeta Gundam coming out as a banner. And it's the raid version of the Zeta. And everything's the same. It just doesn't have biosensor because the game hates raid players.
Yep. That's what it'll be.
But I digress. I digress. I'm going to be sad when my raid Zeta is just worse because it's another class.
Can't even transform because of the head.
Okay, so the Gaza C. We'll go ahead and hop into that now. And I by the way, guys, I found a clever way of changing what topic we're on. I've got an arrow that I can move.
Oh.
Yeah, I just move the arrow to the Gaza C, and we in there. No big deal.
We're doing 400 one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And this time I don't have a.
I'll do simple battle too.
So I should say
I don't have it unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to run anti-Gaza shit.
I'm just gonna play the goof flight test type or something.
I was gonna say 400 cost. Let's do 400 cost stuff.
Yeah, I mean we're already in it.
So. Okay, cool. So what do you guys think of it so far? Have you played against one? Have you played with it yet at all?
I actually haven't seen it in the wild, and I'm a little surprised.
I
got my ass handed to me in it today, but my whole team was failing miserably too. So there was that.
Yeah, I've seen. I saw a few people playing it yesterday. Mainly just in the other lobbies. Like, it doesn't seem like it's great so far, but I haven't played enough to say if I could think if it's bad or not.
The thing that throws
but-
me for a loop is that right out of the gate, it doesn't have balancer either.
Mhm.
People were talking about that in my chat earlier today.
Oh yeah, and it has one melee.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
one
funny
melee.
being a general still.
It's just got the beam rifle, which I think you can shoot it 5 times before it
Yep.
overheats, or you can
And
charge
no
it
other
twice.
sub weapons.
Mhm.
Nothing else. And I got knocked out of the air basically every time I transformed.
But yeah, I'm ready to
Immediately.
go. I'm ready to start up when you guys are.
Like, does it have damage control at all?
Negative.
That's probably what. Oof. So, I
I'd have
mean,
to have
that
both
being
consoles
said,
synced.
like,
Wait, it
I
has
wonder if
precise
this is
shelling. What?
even-
Mhm.
What?
That's because the suit was supposed to be a support, but then they realized that it could transform, so they had to make it a general.
Yeah. Again.
That and it's a limited suit. Didn't we?
I'm telling you, man, they are not going to give supports flying transformables.
Have we
It's
had a
not
li-
gonna happen,
have we had a
unfortunately.
limited suit be a support? Is that how we got the gun tank too?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that's how we
Okay.
got the gun tank too. But real quick, guys, I figured it out. I figured it out. This was. Remember my idea about the Ashimar? I would be like, oh, it charges up and then it's a sniper, and then you fly to another spot and you land, and then you snipe somebody else.
Well, I mean, that's what we were saying for the Gaza originally,
Right.
Yeah.
Where it had the 2 fire modes as well, so it
Sure.
wasn't just one shot on its main gun
and
and worthless.
they were like, nope,
Yeah.
fuck that, because supports are trash.
By the way, guys, you know what? You know what?
That's
real
not
quick.
blue. We don't care about it.
Real quick, I'm playing the clip. How much time do we have? I'm playing the clip
my God.
after this. I
2
fucking
minutes.
got a black Medea. I got a black Medea. I forgot to do that on the intro. Now I got reminded of it with the Gaza C in the flight mode, and we should have had a flying support. I'm so tilted right now.
I should have painted my test flight type as pink and like lavender purple. So like I'm a Gaza C too, guys.
with a
Yeah,
little
what do
green
you-
dot. Don't forget your green dot for the power on.
I love how phallic this suit is, because it's just got the long cannon just embedded in you.
Oh
Love
yeah, I keep forgetting that it's kind of like under its chest. So I'm like, oh look
Yeah.
at this dick cannon.
Yeah, it's a giant dick falcon because it's got talons when it transforms.
But like, okay, so I got the Black Medea, the rare Black Medea that you might see one time in your entire playthrough
Life.
of playing this game.
Ooh, hello.
Oh God.
Shoot, I'm not caught up.
Come on, transform again. Go ahead. Here.
No.
Get in there. Go
Can't hit cannon though ever. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
kind of want to know
like-
how many shots I can
Get these,
dagger with.
John.
it just gets beat up on.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Like
we
you're
didn't
about to
make the Chungus joke about the double Zeta.
Chungus fungus.
Big how did I miss?
Look at that. You're just like, look how
Warning.
easy it is to avoid the shots. There's like a little bit of a delay between when you shoot too.
Ooh, that's rough. It doesn't stop
Ah.
you though. So that's at least they don't do that to you. That would suck.
No.
I'm gonna-
I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying?
Gosh, that's
I
just,
get-
that's just dirty. You have a shotgun? Oh gosh.
I said anti Gaza suit.
Yeah, that's so dirty.
Oh man,
What you meant to say was anti-fun.
it's so fun.
Freaking shotguns.
So like the so far, I think it flies a little bit slower. Like the mobility that I see.
No.
Ooh, I got him.
Ooh, yeah.
It moves okay on the ground, but it just in the air
I
it seems
like
a little.
Scoot. Uh oh.
We're just having a dumb battle over here. Okay, I'm gonna transform.
Oh, no.
now. Oh no, I'm not. I don't have
Oh,
enough boost. Hey, hold
Ow.
up now. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, it's
Eh. Eh. Eh.
coming back down.
Eh. Nope.
It just seems like it almost like I don't know. It's kind of like a delay when you're shooting it.
It looks like he's dragging his ass on the floor when he transforms and goes low to the ground.
There we go. Got him. Oh no! Don't do it! Ah, your missiles. Ah, damn it! I was like,
But
wait.
see, I've got it loaded up with HP parts right now, and it's still just like
Oof.
Yeah, it's paper
Your
thin.
How much health does it have baseline?
16, I think.
No,
What
it's,
is
it's like 1400.
14, yeah.
Like
I can't remember what it was for parts on.
my level 2 is
Fucking
1650 with
energy
like
blade.
2000 health. I think it's 14500 and 14,000 rather. And then
That's a
So how close
14,500.
was on your screen? Like I was already well into
Oh,
the air. Like you shouldn't have been able to hit me at all.
13,800
Nah,
actually.
neutral because it neutrals up
13,800
Yeah, but I was even
base health.
close to you, man.
because it goes out and up. It has reach.
Yeah, but like I'm saying that there's like no
No.
universe or universal century where that should have hit.
It totally did.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, wait, I think the
Seven.
beam pierces.
It's really
it
weird
pure?
where it holsters its gun. It just puts it in its titty.
Oh yeah, right.
It's got like a titty pouch
I
for
think
it.
Gustav with the freaking hop back.
So yeah, I can't
There
decide.
we go. Okay,
like,
3
oh,
hits
what-
for a stagger. 3 hits to stagger. I do like that with this
with the
gun.
regular shooting. Okay, yeah, I'm having trouble actually aiming with it, but I could maybe put on one of the turning parts. I'm not having trouble figuring out what kind of parts I want to put on it because right now I'm just boosting the range damage.
Someone
and
let me
health.
steal their Gaza.
Oh,
The charge times.
Oh my god.
I will say, like having a 5k hit in your like beam
Fuck
rifle
Jack.
if you charge it is kind of legit. Hang on. Boom. Wave
Uh-oh.
rider attack. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's
Yes.
charging.
I was gonna
It
say
was
Magnum.
overheated when I went into it.
Junkyard has a feed for his game. I'm pretty sure too. If you wanted to check his for the Gaza.
Yeah, I've got it down. It's
Yeah,
I
I've got-
put a little with topics. Yeah.
Yeah, I can throw his up. We'll do another game with it, and I'll throw his side of things up because I got mine up right now.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
They don't have to play on the TV.
I think the
Universe.
it's almost essential to have any like overheat reduction parts too, because I mean you only have two
Not
weapons.
repeat.
I don't know.
So it overheats if you charge the cannon once. So you can either do like a giant 4 to 5k hit. Like you can hit a raid for like
I'm so glad it knocked me out.
5.5k. Like if I hit you with this emblem, look at this chunk, and I missed.
Well, I got no boost.
Now I literally have to
You
do
should
this.
shot me through the mountain, just so you know.
Oh, that
This shotgun
downswing! He's like one bullet. Knock him out of the air. Oh, damn it.
There he goes. Get him.
Transform and go.
Coming around.
But yeah, the maneuverability of this thing's a little weak. Sauce.
Chase him! Chase him! Chase him!
He
Chase
knocked
him!
me out of the sky. So he can knock me out of the sky. That was going to be my big question. Can the test type knock this thing out of the sky before I can knock him out of the sky?
Oh, like a face up? Yeah.
Uh,
Oh god! Did you? He punched you.
yeah, he punched me again. Oh my gosh, you and your meleeing nonsense. Get out of here.
Jack, oh.
That was awesome.
Jack, let's go. Ah!
Oh my god. Bitch slapped him out of the sky.
That's how I feel every time I'm in the air with it. I just immediately get owned. But also, my skill cap for suits in the air is much different because I don't have a whole
It's
lot.
hard for
I've
me
got
too.
some of the flight types, and I don't have. I'm trying to think how many I have that transform. Not a whole bunch.
My take on this suit before it came out, I was saying it's going to either be overpowered because of the transforming mechanic, or it's going to be one of the most underpowered 400 costs. And with how slow it maneuvers, like I think you're going to have turning speed on this thing. I'm going to throw like a ton of turning speed on it and try it.
Have you tried using the brakes?
Wait, is there what?
Yeah.
Like R2, use the brakes and see if that helps you turn a little bit better.
You mean L2?
Yeah, L2.
Or yeah, L2. my
Oh
bad. Yeah, use
shit!
the
Okay,
brakes.
I didn't know about
You can try
that.
that.
I did not
Yeah.
know about that. Holy shit! Okay, my
Yeah, because that's
whole-
how I do my laser donuts.
Oh,
I just got a level 2 field motor out of my silver
Nice.
crate, so I might put that on.
actually, you might not need it. Try the brakes. Here, I'll pull up your side of things, so I'll have to close down my game. We'll just do it like this.
I'll rig the teams this time too. We'll have both Gazas together.
Okay, and then I'll
I
pull up.
I'm having trouble getting damage output with it because I'm kind of
Bring me back
trying
in,
to
please.
charge the beam rifle all the time. It's almost like you charge it situationally. Like you shouldn't be. You know how most of us spawn in, you start charging, and then you're waiting for that first engagement. Like
Right.
I don't know if you should play it like that because for example, that last match I didn't even break 20k. I choked almost all my shots.
I will say, like, that's a problem I have with suits like that too, because charging your beam rifle when you've been playing long enough almost becomes like a filler action. You might say, yeah. So it could be kind of hard. It could be a hard habit to break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. I got Okay, this will be a little. Okay, I see where you got your game at. Here, let me
It's just
pull up.
down small.
If you move it up and cover up the banner with it, that would be perfect. I don't know if you could do that real quick. Just resize it over top of the banner.
I moved my whole thing.
Ooh, how is it in space? That's a good question.
You know what? That is a good question.
Do we want to redo this one in space?
Oh wait, wrong button.
Just have somebody back out.
Yeah, we could redo it in space. We could try it in space.
Well, I guess I could do it. We gotta close the lobby anyway. Yeah, sounds good. I will say though, having the flight type against it,
Well, here,
I'm kind of glad that the flight suits
shrink
aren't
it down
quite
a
as
little bit.
in the same cost as maneuver like mobile armors, because free flight feels better than having access to the mobile armor mode. And I kind of wonder if every suit will kind of have that small advantage when you hit space. It's
Okay, that should
interesting.
work. That works. I've got your entire thing. Perfect.
Cool.
That'll do.
Mhm.
Because the way I've got it, I pretty much
Right.
have it. You know, normally Gustav and everybody covers up the thing, so I just have that propped down. So I can just
Well, yeah,
pull it
that's
up.
a good point too, because like I don't know how many people use
Uh-oh.
for space
you cut
that
out
actually
yourself.
transform. Like I wonder how many of them actually transform in high cost
That's a good
space.
question. I'm trying to imagine a scenario right now where I've seen people transforming in space. It doesn't seem that often.
So it seems like I cut out for YouTube, but not him. That's interesting.
That's weird.
And it's hard to say because I won't even know. Like I barely play space, so it's hard. It'd be hard for me to even gauge.
I mean,
I've been
you
in
see
watch.
Zetas, but normally, like, at that cost, you just see FBs. Like, at high ratings, like,
5+, yeah.
if you see sweaty, like, tryhard A+ players, then you're going to be fighting nothing but FBs. And, like, one's
Oh, yeah.
either 04 or Super Gundam. And that's it. Like, you don't see hardly any raids at all. Unless they're just like that god tier player. But that's really about it. So that's kind of been the problem with transforming suits. I'm trying to think. We have a 500 Oshmar 500?
Is it 450, 500?
No,
I'm
it
not
goes
sure.
to
It might be
550.
500, 550.
Yeah, it's
I know-
550,
Okay.
600.
It's 550, 600, yeah.
Oh, it's 550, 600? Okay.
So
Let me switch. I'm gonna do that.
I've been trying to get into space a bit more lately, specifically around like 400 cost.
I mean, this is essentially what they'd be facing.
Mm-hmm. Well, my go-to suit in space right now is the standard armor.
wait, can Oshimar go into space? Oshimar can go into space, right?
I don't think
No.
so.
It
No,
cannot.
it's ground? Okay.
Ground only. It's a
I was
flight
like, wait a minute,
suit.
I haven't seen it. I mean, that's about the only one that really wants to transform. But then, like I said, at 550, you don't see double Zeta, or you don't see Zetas at all, hardly. And if I do, they're just trying to fly to get around, and they'll do their shot. But I mean, that's really the Wave Rider mode for Zeta is just to get around for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the spider beams kind of suck on it. It's like a Pavlovian reaction now every
yeah,
time you
pretty much
mention
what Dragoon says. With the FB, when the gun itself does 6,000 damage and you can boost around 50 times and end up behind somebody, if you know those kind of players are just crazy like that. Oh, that chunk.
Oh
yo.
my god! Holy health!
Yeah, the full charge on this thing is just gross. 5,000 something damage to your face.
Oh,
I just
dude, you
gotta wait
barely
for-
dodged that. Jesus.
I gotta wait 16 seconds though before I can.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs the overheat reduction parts, because maybe even I don't know, to figure out how to build this.
It's too many part slots though. You're missing too much health with it, I think.
Yeah, I agree, because I've got a lot of health on mine.
God damn, dude.
Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's in the
so
bishop too. Oh my gosh.
Ozzy.
I'm spawning in. I'm coming.
Oh my god. I cannot hit him.
Lock on the bishop is too low.
Team KY go. Let's go.
It's
Oh, I just died.
There we go.
There
I
we
killed him.
Yeah. Hashtag Bashir Team Kentucky.
No. No, Gustav.
yes.
No. Oh, dude. Okay, this actually is really awesome to.
What are you doing? You're like riding your face.
I'm dead. So I will say the beam. It feels like
Goofy.
a crappy Ashimar. It feels like a very just like shitty Ashimar is what it feels like.
It just doesn't, like, the fact that I have my beam cannon and my saber and nothing else just kind of feels like it's really holding me back.
At least the Ashimar has grenades.
Yeah, I feel like you got to just sit and charge. Like if you either charge and then try to do hit and
And
run
the
in between.
They have precision shelling on it too. It's obvious that they want you to be more of a pseudo support.
Yeah, so then I do that and then I transform and okay,
And that
yeah.
you
You got a shotgun. You out here with your
Yeah.
no fun beam shotgun over here. For
Oh.
real though, the bishop
Don't
is
mind. This isn't a good example. Gustav's using very hard counters.
like the bishop is
that's
straight
what
up.
you're gonna be dealing with in this suit, though. You think people are gonna
Although
give
mine's
these
is kind of
guys
counter
slack?
too.
Oh, people are gonna bully you and they see you
yeah.
in this.
Especially if they give you get a limited ceiling. Fuck this guy. He's gotta go down.
Like the bishop, you have to get in melee range with bishop because you just shotgun somebody in the face with those beams and they're just insta staggered. Like it's funny
Yeah.
to just stagger somebody, let them move slightly to the left, and then stagger them again. Like you can just keep somebody staggered for like 20 seconds.
Ugh.
I'm gonna try not to shoot full charge and take out emblem. The other thing too is aiming. I hate aiming beams in space. I overheated.
There goes on. Okay.
I mean,
Ah, damn it,
Oh my god,
emblem.
you fucking bitch!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Come on, go ahead, shoot. Get in there. Do it. Do it.
Wave rider attack.
Owie. You like nudged me. You little shitter. Come here.
Do a barrel roll. Oh no,
Do a barrel-
why am I'm stuck? What was that?
You died, but it still had to do the de-transform animation.
oh, you do turn better with the brakes.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
have to
totally.
break.
Helps out a lot.
Immediately.
You have to break. I did not know there was a break thing in flight. This is my first flight suit, guys. I finally got one. My
Oh my God.
RNG has been
Wow,
amazing
wow.
for these. Yay.
It makes me very grateful for my laser donut. Just to see this going on. Oh my god, it's actually at 60 FPS when I'm dead. Holy shit. The game actually looks like it's a PS4 game.
What?
No. Damn shotguns. At least yours isn't straight up a shotgun.
Oh, don't worry, I'm coming.
It hurts like one though.
It does hurt like one, that's for sure. It Yeah, I got a stagger. Wait, what? That was a third hit.
No,
Bullshit.
don't run.
Ah, no.
Thanks,
Don't
Goose
run.
Up.
Oh my. Ooh.
Lord.
I'm returning to base.
Oh,
It's
you,
been a hot,
you
it's been a
healing,
hot minute.
you healing piece of garbage.
I'm just standing still. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. He's under their base. Get him.
Ow.
Fuck him up. So yeah, seriously though, as far as fighting
It
it in
looks really cool
space,
transformed though. Like I like the way it looks.
Yeah, it's the closest thing to Gundam Wing that people keep asking me in chat all the
Oh
time.
my god, you know this has got it. Someone's gonna color it. They're gonna try.
It's gonna look like a mobile doll.
no, I missed.
Actually, that'd be pretty good. Or like as the Taurus or something like that.
Oh yeah, Taurus or mobile doll. That is actually good call.
Yeah. The cooldown or the overheat cooldown on this is kind of whack. God, you guys are way down here. What the hell? Over here doing barrel rolls while like diving, and it's just like, oh, still going. Still going.
This thing doesn't have AMBAC either, too. So that's like,
God, it's so
rough.
stupid. Like they don't give it balancers. It has no. Does it even have a force injector?
no, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I
It has
can't
no
claim that yet. I
maneuverability.
can't
It
claim that
doesn't
yet.
make any sense. That's so goofy.
Let's look at its skills. Here we go. Does it have the skills to pay the bills? And I'm calling no, it does not.
Check.
I
your
don't think
skills.
it does.
Check your skills.
Yeah, check your skills. Oh my gosh, we need to bring that back. Check your skills, guys.
Check your skills.
Always check your skills. So what we're referencing, Jack, there was when the Western release happened, we were all like trying to do tutorial stuff and everything. And like everybody's video was like, check your skills, check your skills, check your skills, check your skills. Like everybody who was making videos was like, check your skills. So so I started making a compilation. I never finished it, but it was gonna be good. Like even like some people who do just YouTube videos and that's it. Like they had the thing like, remember to check your skills. I'm just like, this is great. So
Check your skills.
Oh, the new day rolled over for our universe.
I was just looking at it. Battle Coliseum thing. We're talking about Saga Re-Universe.
hang on, guys. What
Battle League.
Hang on, let me look at the sun for a second.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it'll be interesting. I feel like just based off of that, any of the more space-oriented suits will have a pretty good field day against the Gaza and maybe even some of the
I
other
agree.
transformables in their mobile armor mode.
I want to
there's
just see
definitely
someone
ability to
get
keep
super
up.
sweaty in the Gaza and just like do crazy shit.
Crush.
I mean, maybe if it's built correctly, because like the main thing is like I'm having trouble pumping damage out because well, I'm not used to it the way it targets or anything, but
Oh, it
It,
does
uh,
have AMBAC. It does have AMBAC. My bad.
it just I don't know.
And force injector.
My first drop today felt underwhelming.
Son of a bitch.
I can feel that.
I mean, it feels like on ground you're supposed to crouch and do the big shot if you're gonna do it.
So I
it
mean, with those
chunks.
kind of skills, like if it was a support and it had all this stuff, it'd actually be pretty amazing.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think it'd be fine as a support.
I mean, everybody in chat's saying the same thing. It feels like it was meant to be a support.
Is artificial saying its damage potential is low? I mean, I agree because I mean I'm like my skill cap's not as high as the rest of the guys in here, but I haven't broken 20k damage with it. Maybe the drop I did today, I did like 30 maybe, but like it was I had more targets.
I honestly think I'd be curious to just see a game where you kind of just let it go hard, right?
I got 8
So-
matches to go, guys. Let's go.
How many?
8.
Okay, we can just keep YOLOing.
That I can get and I'll do.
The budget Ashmar.
But yeah,
I don't
so
know. Else.
as far as the can we go back on
Actually,
ground?
interesting.
Can we be old types again?
Old Saints. I mean, after this
Someone
one,
have to
we
leave
could.
the lobby.
We can do it after this was.
So- I feel like the beam, you either snipe, move, but you have to go in with the beam. So like you hit somebody and then you transform and you go in with the pew 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 beams, and then you transform and go in for a melee because it's 16 seconds before it's ready to fire again. So even with parts, you can only get that down to like 14. But that's like all of your mid-range slots. So rip.
After
So
this
I
match,
guess-
we should probably go over its stuff too. We didn't actually do that, like the stats and the skills and
Yeah, the
things
interesting
like
thing
that.
is that since it starts at 400, once you get to 450, you aren't going to be dealing with the bishop anymore. You're probably going to be dealing with other stuff, at least in space. Because I don't think it ever got a level 3. And it actually starts lower than the Psyche Mizaku. Oh, rude. Stop.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm pulling your thing
Cease.
back up. There we go.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. See, I'm already like, oh my god, Bishop or Psycho. That's Psycho, isn't it?
No, this is Bishop. The other one is Psycho.
Bishop. Yeah.
Psycho is the one with the bajillion butt thrusters. I love that thing. Like, I play that so much. Like, it doesn't have, like, shotgun thingies, but, like, it still chunks whenever it hits. You just have to play it a lot closer, but it's a raid, so that's kind of expected.
Yeah, it's kind of the idea. But I mean, this thing.
Stop.
Well, granted, I have
Oh, no.
very limited experience with anything
Should have punched.
forming in this.
So I think if you do a full charge, then you transform. You have to go in and beam, and then you transform out of it.
So I guess, talking about it being some of you guys' first transformation suit, like, how would you think this would be as an impression of, like, what transformation suits are about?
Probably bad. I mean, it's the limited weapons is like the main thing that sticks out. Because you don't get a third weapon system until you transform.
I feel like the best transforming suits right now are
The laser donut, my favorite. It's
Wait,
also-
did I not stagger you with that at all? Holy crap. Okay, so
Nope, I was surprised too.
its little beams can't stagger, looks like.
the Hammurabi looks really fun.
Yeah, like the Hammurabi can shoot and do a lot of damage. The Ashimar is probably the best. Hammurabi is
hit you?
probably second. Yeah, you hit me somehow.
It looked like it did no damage.
It's because I did it.
Oh, maybe
I
it
saw-
was him.
Ah, okay.
Today. Like if there's somebody that knows what they're doing in that suit, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Hammurabi. Gapsley is probably like Ashimar.
I really
first
want
place.
that. The Gapley feels like a good medium. Like,
Yeah,
I really want
Hammurabi's like probably third place. Zeta just is to move and get from point A to point B, kinda.
which
more
is
than
kind of
anything.
disappointing, to be honest. I wish it would have been a bit more aggressive in transformation.
And but again, I don't know. I feel like this just got a blue tag slapped on it. I have to agree with Chad on this one.
There we go.
I just don't feel like I have a lot to like. If I get stunned, I'm basically already dead. Whereas in a lot of other suits, like I don't feel like all options are lost as soon as I get staggered or stunned or anything. And it's
I don't
just,
know. That's what it feels like to play a lot of raids, though.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
This
I
would have
forgot I
been
didn't boost. You got to boost into somebody to actually stagger them.
Like,
in.
if they gave this a really aggressive melee and made this a raid instead, that would have been interesting.
I think
That'd
yeah.
have been interesting too.
I think it feels
Put a
very,
balancer on it just because you should, in
it
general.
feels like the fact that I can only swing once up close. I feel naked.
Yeah. I mean, the
Oh
worst.
gosh,
It
priority.
wouldn't be that bad again if you had balance, because then you could just do what you do in the cold district, right? Give him a good smack, back up, shoot the shit out of him.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been recommending because there's been people that come to my channel. It's a lot of people coming over from MechWarrior Online or some other stuff. And I recommend the cold district type to people because it feels like a really good beginner suit.
It's very straightforward. It's
Yeah.
got a lot of good maneuverability.
Grenade, knockdown, dash back, shoot legs. Have fun.
Oh, I missed. It also seems like the Western player base, just in general, seems to gravitate towards.
Be like that DACA because
machine
America,
guns
and
anyway.
it just kind of makes sense. Because why would you try to get up and hit anybody? You have guns on a giant
yeah, man.
suit.
Intensify
Like
that
the size of a
barrage.
fucking tank. Who the hell,
Intensify.
other than a couple of dumbass aces, would probably try to swing at each other?
Intensify that barrage.
Like, you think
No,
about it
me too.
realistically, like ace pilots in And Gundam wouldn't last long in actual like conflict because they would just die all the time to like
sure.
grenades and barrages.
Yeah, they're just like, this is an honorable melee duel, right?
No, no, not quite. But
Playing the long game.
I mean, they say it all the time in Gundam. No, this is war. It's like, are you sure you know what that is? Because I don't think you do.
You keep saying that word, but I'm sure you know what it means.
Ah, I missed. Ah, you missed. Ah! My
Push him in the
head!
butt.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did hit you.
Fuck.
No, I missed.
No,
Got him.
rude.
One more. Got him. Yeah. Transform. Swap weapons.
No,
Pew, 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 pew.
no.
Damn it. No.
Oh,
Ah!
got the booty.
I guess in the way Magnum's doing it too, it's like transforming and doing the thing. Like that's almost like, I guess that's the way.
Yeah, it's a good way to get the most damage out of those suits for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
you
having-
have to either beam
so we're
3
all
times.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god, 13 HP.
It's either 3 or 4 beams that you can do really quick. Actually, I'm going to do that before the time runs out real quick. Let's see.
Oh
1,
god!
2, 3. Yeah, you do 3 shots, then transform. That way, you can go back to it.
That makes sense.
And then
I guess
that way it's
trouble.
not overheated.
once I'm transformed, I feel like I'm just a rocket.
Oh, I live.
Barely the ability to, like, you know, even with hitting the brakes to turn around, it feels a little. I could see someone figuring this out, but
Go watch some Asian players run the Ashimar. It's freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
Or like Jonah Choppy plays Battle Operation on Twitch. Oh, that kid is a new type. Oh my gosh, he's so good, especially in the Gab Philly. Oh my goodness.
I want to get good with the laser donut. Like I definitely feel that suit, but I'm definitely not there, not to that level.
See, this makes me want the Ashimar. Is pretty much knowing what the Ashimar can do.
Damage. The fact that your top damage was 26. That's kind of oof. Then again, like we were both supports, but still.
Yeah, we're both
I was
supporters.
gonna say, we both were getting countered really hard. You know,
I've consistently done in all of our drops with it. It's been about 19k, and I choke a lot of shots though because I'm spastic. But
I mean, the interesting thing, and especially since it's a Scooty suit too, you have the extra maneuverability. It might just be better to aim with your body than the reticle, especially because console shit, right? You're not using a mouse,
Yeah.
and you can't change the sensitivity because it's tied to the specs of the suit.
Okay. Yeah, let's do one more. Then we'll give our final thoughts, and then we'll move on to the patch notes and stuff. Whatever topic I got up next. Yeah, patch notes. Because we actually got quite a bit to cover. We probably won't touch on all suits unless if people have stuff to say, then cool.
Yeah, we can definitely keep it brief.
Like the Gaza C custom. Can't wait to see if it actually good.
I think I got that in my rolls yesterday.
Oh, I forget what the actual adjustments were for that because one of them should have been, if it wasn't, extra ammo.
Yeah, I got
For that
12. They literally added 50% more ammo to it. I got 12 extra shots, and
Yeah.
it also got what was it? Something else with the gun. Reload? Yeah, reload. 6-second reload time rather than 10-second reload time.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's
so
a double change.
So you can
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just be like, tons of bullets. I'm gonna swap Sturmfaust somebody, then back to tons of bullets. Like literally doing your downswing.
Yeah, just
You're-
sting them
you're-
and then come back.
Yeah, you're back to Gatling after you down. Which again, you'd probably want to just downswing twice with that suit. But yeah.
All by myself.
Okay, let me trying to pull this up quick. So emblem, hold the line.
Hold
Hey.
door.
Hold it on.
Okay, there's that. And
Boo.
yes, okay, there we go. It's up. In there. Hey.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you hit my heat rod or whatever.
Pew, 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 pew. Ah.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Get him.
Buddy.
I missed.
Oh god, the range on the heat saber is epic.
Hey, sorry.
Oh no, just the tip.
Oh god. Sorry. Oh shit. Ow. Ow. Rude. Oh, can I do this? Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bam.
Oh no.
There you
No.
go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Spoopy.
Okay, so you can still hit them out with the other shotgun, the spaz.
So where are we all dropping at? Everyone coming in at C? Hey, Magnum.
C.
Uh,
C for
but-
C.
Yes, I see what you did there.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh! You didn't get behind me, Mr. President. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Oh, and then I dodge rolled back. I'm bad. Okay, well I got a beam saber. Look out. My awesome beam saber skill. Okay, I can transform now. No.
Oh my god.
What
sorry.
follow staggered me? Actually, not sure what staggered me there. Gooseoff was still recovering.
I think it was
I think-
me. I think I
No.
wave ridered you somehow.
I don't think you could do it to teammates. Maybe you can.
Ah, I missed. Damn it. Ah, there we go.
Oh god.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, like the tail end of that.
no.
Oh, he's behind me now.
Emblem, why?
Was it on purpose?
Get out of there.
You like walked into it.
I got heat rotted.
No.
I mean, dealing with the Go Custom is a good way to figure out how to fire under pressure because it's just constantly smacking bullets in your
Ugh.
face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, drop it in at C.
Hi, Magnum.
Goof Custom is a sexy suit though. I love that thing.
Need some repair? Oh, hang on.
I don't think you can help me with that, Magnum.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, 5,000 with that one shot. That's a chunk and a half.
Ah!
Oh man.
Ooh.
Got him!
No, I got you though.
Yeah, the kick.
Damn it.
Pew.
Let me live. Oh, my foot's.
Oh, he's flying around. I'm flying around. We're all flying around. Boosting.
So many
Boost
Oh
into
my
him.
god.
Oh my gosh, I staggered him twice, boosting into the wall. What?
No, bully.
No.
Look at them, bully.
No. So many staggers.
Oh, the bully. Oh, he's back. Fly away.
Well, wow, on the diagonal
hitbox.
too.
Yeah.
Literally
Like,
got
whip
hit by
around.
the hilt of it.
No. Ah! Why is that suit so good?
Leverage your general powers and take it out.
I'm trying. Oh no, it's still
It's
still
just the
reloading the
raid.
beams. Holy crap. Okay, I'm out of here. Peace.
Oh, I missed.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So that's one thing I don't like about it now is if you transform and shoot and overheat your lasers in the transform mode, then they're gone. So you pretty much don't want to overheat anything in this thing unless you're doing a full charge of the main beam. So this one, so that's the skill cap for this thing is to not overheat.
I guess that makes sense, especially since you have two weapon systems and one swing with your melee.
Does it? I think you might have just said it, but I didn't think about that. The fact that maybe it doesn't actually replenish your stuff when you transform.
No, it does not.
That
It does
sucks. It's kind of whack because considering how limited it is, you think they would have that by default.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was expecting. And
One-
that's why I'm like, it's a crappy Ashimar.
Yeah, if they want you to transform as much as it seems like it does, it should give you some sort of perk.
Yeah, it should give you your weapons back, like the old donut.
I thought I hit you with that third shot. No. But yeah, so you pretty much, if you're not gonna charge, you want to shoot 3 times with the beam, then swap, then 3 times with the beam, then transform and do the other one. So like, yeah, and then you want to not overheat it, so that's like 10 shots or something, and then you want to either swap back or then transform out, and then maybe try to do a melee or turn around and shoot 3 times, because by the time you do a combo with one, the other one's ready to go. So,
well, it's like you almost you don't want to ever dodge roll when you're not transformed either, because then you can't. Transform.
Guys, gold box.
No.
Is it the time? Is this the double Zeta right here?
Not only
This would
that, but
be-
it also leaves you a bit open too.
Show me. I can't look. Something good.
Tokens. I mean, mobile suits.
I also got a gold box.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Grandpa Gundam.
Did you get token?
Level 1.
Gelgoog beam rifle level 2.
What'd you
Oh
get,
yeah,
Jack?
and that reminds me.
I got the Jugu.
Nice.
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 Elephant punch.
Level 1.
Elephant.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh, here we go. Here I'm gonna play the clip right now, guys. I'm gonna play it.
Oh no! Oh no! The tilt.
I'm
We're
already
gonna close
tilted.
the
This
lobby,
thing
so we
should have
aren't
been a
tempted to play another one.
transforming. This thing should have been a transforming support. Here's my final thoughts, guys. We'll do final thoughts on the Gaza C. Should have been a transforming support with the way it plays. That's all I'm saying. There we go. And it would have been perfect.
I don't disagree with that. And it's like I'm having I know if I spent time with it, just embrace the suck and just slog through it, learn how to use it, I bet I could do something with it.
Mhm.
You're gonna get punished when you make a mistake, but
I mean, it's
it's-
definitely fun.
reserved. Yeah, it's cool. It's gimmicky in a good way.
It's just rough because it's going to be someone's only transforming, and it's going to be their introduction to it, and it's
Yeah,
not a great introduction to
I'm
it.
trying to think how many transform suits I have because let me look.
Hey guys, here we go. I'm playing it right now. Here it is. So started off right. Here, I'll even turn the I'll turn the volume up a little bit. But so
Is this gonna be a thing? Is this gonna be
Black
what?
Medea. Right there's the Black Medea. For everybody who hasn't seen one, looks really awesome. Guaranteed gold box. Guaranteed 3-star. Yeah, really cool. Look at my face. I am so hyped right now,
We got the Black Medea!
and I'm
Holy shit, we
freaking
got
out.
the Black Medea! Fuck you, game!
And then I flipped the game off because
Why did you gave me the Black Medea? You gave me this piece of shit!
and then yeah, I went
What the fuck?
full high pitched voice.
You gave me the Black Medea, but you gave me this piece
What
of shit!
the fuck?
I came to laugh
And then
at
somebody
Very
comes to laugh at me
appropriate.
in chat.
Oh no!
Very appropriate.
Someone flip that bullshit. We have to record
And
this
then-
in history.
There's a reason why this is actually 2
Right.
minutes long. Because here I'll go.
First Black Medea.
First Black Medea ever.
I got a gold box. It was a fucking Black Medea.
Oh my god. Oh, the
And
tilt
it
is
gave me
real deep.
that.
And then
Better be gold.
it's like here's a Gal carrier. Oh yeah, well then it gave me a GM Sniper 2
better be
level
gold.
3. I was like, this better be
Fucking
gold
piece
because
of
it's a
shit.
Gal carrier
You
and it's silver.
fuck.
And then it gives me another Gundam level 1. And then that I look down. Ooh. Oof.
We'll continue. this
Gotcha,
in a second.
Salt.
I gotta go get some coffee.
I gotta go punch something. Hang
I gotta
on.
go punch something. Oh gosh.
Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
AKA break it. Yeah.
I turned the camera off. Oh man. And then I turn it back
Next
on,
season
and then
time.
you just hear in the background.
Fuck this game. Fuck it. Ah.
Speaking of walking off, I'm gonna get some more water real quick and a real quick bio break. I'll give you like
Absolutely.
less than
Okay,
2
cool,
minutes.
cool. Yeah, well, I'll be pulling up the patch notes, and we'll go ahead and get started into that. But yeah, well, actually, Gustav and Emblem, what's your final thoughts on the Gaza C? And I'll pull up the stats real quick. I forgot to actually do that. we can kind of go over that a little bit.
Should have just been a support.
Yeah. The support thing definitely is there. Like just like you finished up with, I had led with it before we started, so I kind of agree there. But just looking at the form we have now, I wish I had another weapon type. Like I feel like at 400, with as limited as its weapon systems kind of seem to be, like maybe you're supposed to pace yourself with it or something, but like they wouldn't do it because it's a transformable. But I almost wonder if it should have been maybe a lower star or something like that. I don't know. It's interesting. Like I think it is good enough to be a
I mean,
2-star. Like I
one.
don't think it's right at
It's
1-star
a 1
category.
star. I mean, I kind of like that it's 1
Is
star.
it 1-star? I
can-
thought it was 2.
No, it's 1.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is that there's Gaza D.
all
And the
right.
Gaza D also has missile launcher, 4-tube and 14-tube.
So
Usually
support.
beam gun, which is actually in its backpack. So it's
Mhm.
got a small fire length beam guns fixed on the backpack itself, as well as the knuckled buster and the saber. So like, it may be that they're just trying to adhere it a little bit more to what it's supposed to be, which is like super limited. You know, the C was pretty flawed, and then
Right.
eventually we'll get the D, which is double Zeta specifically.
I'll roll for the D. Let's go.
Confirmed on Downtime in the Hangar. Magnum wants the D. Yeah. I'll say the D will be interesting. We'll probably see it as a general R raid.
Confirmed. Emblem is interested in the D, and I want the D. Let's go.
I'll take interested. Welcome
So,
back,
yeah.
Jack.
Welcome back, Jack. What we were talking about was the maybe the Gaza D
The
will
D.
be the support. Yeah, we were talking about the D.
The stupid thing is that the Gaza D should totally be the C should just be retroactively made a support.
Oh no. Give me the one with more missiles and stuff. Let's go.
No, it's probably gonna end up being in general.
Oh my
Magnum,
gosh.
your flaw there is that
Don't-
you want to see that'll transform.
Say it.
The transformation mechanic will be broken. It's like this one has already transformed a couple too many times and can't do it again. Wah, wah.
Even though it's supposed to have the improved system for the D.
Yeah, what can you do?
There is so much tilt building in my mobile suit right now.
All I'm saying is, like, there's already a precedent for stuff like that. The double Zeta can transform.
Mm-hmm.
There's already a thing there. In-game balance trumping universal lore.
Anyway, let's not
That's
think
kind
about
of
that.
Ugh.
But yeah, so here's the skills for it. Transformation flight, emergency dodge roll, back buffer 10%, arm shoulder buffer 15%, so 15% damage reduction. It's got high performance radar level 2, personnel radar level 2, high spec AMBAC, force injector, and precision shelling, which is the weird one, but yeah. So sit still in space or crouch on the ground. As far as the base stats go, it has 13,000 health, which is pretty squish. 10 ballistic, which is kind of interesting. That's why when you were like shelling me with those missiles, Emblem, I was like, please no. But also,
pain, right?
somebody who has the double Zeta, go ahead and pull that up, and we'll look at the stats on that. I think Gustav's in the game right now. So,
Yeah.
Jack, if you want to pull that up, we can look at the stats there.
Maybe just pointed out that the double Zeta's explanation points out that it is a transformable suit. So wait,
I wonder-
it's just or what?
I feel like, okay, honestly, I feel like this is like, we're going to add it later.
Yeah.
Like,
They may have thought that adding the transformation to it would have been too strong.
Maybe.
so either they're going to add it later if they feel like it could use it, or it's something they didn't finish doing and they just rushed this out. Which,
I mean, the model that they have in camp look it does not look like they pretty that up at all, so that's an entire possibility.
Yeah, I wonder if it's if this was kind of a rush job. But anyway, the beam itself, 900 damage, 35% heat rate, so you get 4 shots for the overheat. Probably a good thing to do just 3, but it has 400 range, which is kind of crazy. Overheat though is 16 seconds, and focus is 3.5. So at this cost, it's pretty much a Gelgoog. Actually, no, Gelgoog beam rifle is still 4.5, isn't it? Ugh.
Watch the Zasad be a general too. He's ringing it up.
Don't even joke. Mareki, shush you.
No, he's saying that it should be a support Mystics
Okay.
for days. I'm saying that it's going to be a general.
Oh my gosh. Gustav, no, please, man, don't do this to me. If the SZA is a support, I'm just gonna go cry. Like, I don't know. I want the Bound Dog to be a support transformer, or Gaza D, or the SZA needs to be a support as well. Those if those, at least one of the.
I think the Bond Dog being a support wastes those tasty claws, but after the Bolinoak came out, and it does nothing with it. It's little pincer. I mean, there's nothing that we can really do, right? Like,
But yeah, the Beam Saber does 2,200 damage. That's pretty nice. And then transformed 180 power per shot, 5% heat rate. So you can actually get a lot of shots off with his twin beam gun. And it's at 275 range, so that's not too bad. And this does have ASL, so it's really easy to hit people.
And the topic of the melee weapon, I've got the JP Wiki page up. The percentage correction for the swings is 100% for neutrals. Side swings are 85%, and the downswing is 130% of your melee damage.
Whew.
Pretty good. I mean, with 2,200 at that cost, that's not bad.
Yeah, the side swing damage is 10% higher than the standard, which is 75.